Third Armorers.
Third Armorers.
Third Armors.
Third Armors.
Third Armors. Third Armors. Third Armors.
Oh, damn it.
That's spicy. But, it would have been
It was
better.
mild.
Yeah, it was mild. Wasn't that Diablo?
Just scream it.
Well, we have ruined it twice. So, yeah, how's your week going, boys? I heard, so you had to do some weird physical stuff that I had got mixed up with. What's going on with that for firefighter stuff,
I'll
right?
have to take a physical, or get a work physical to be on the fire department. And they told me that the fire department is a nicotine-free workplace. And if you can't pass a nicotine screening, then you're fired.
Wow.
Well, I'm not really fired, but you're let go from the hiring process. So, it seems a little extreme to me, but...
It's a little wild. I mean, I don't know. I see so many firefighters dipping or smoking, doing anything. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying that they all do that, but I mean, I see a lot of people just dipping. I mean, what's the problem with doing the cat? That's just odd. It's a weird requirement to start.
Right?
Thunder's getting nuts behind us.
That's nice. About to make me fall asleep. Jojo, how's your week going?
Yeah.
It's been pretty good. I'm busy at work, doing my manager's interviews.
Ooh.
He just double books himself, so then I do his interviews for him. Basically hired people.
Oh, like actual interviews? I thought you were talking like performance reviews.
No.
Oh, wow.
No,
So,
brand new
hired,
interviews.
so you're the new
Essentially.
hiring manager.
Seems like it.
Do you get paid?
I prefer to call him the power manager.
I get paid no more.
A power manager.
Yeah, 'cause he's clearly more powerful.
Is he?
Yeah.
More powerful than your manager?
No.
Wow, now we
Not
got
at all.
Hmm.
Like a miniature of them.
Oh, well, that's
Mini Jimmy.
mini
It's a mini G. Call my dad.
MJ. Call him my dad.
Also, there's this guy at work, Ron. He's like 70. Call him Grampy.
Grampy.
It's good.
I have dad and grandpa.
I want to talk about our cleaner later.
Oh, cleaner. Oh, yeah. Have you told Josiah about our
I don't think so.
cleaner? Damon and I came up with a great line of Third Armorers cleaning, gun cleaning, and lubrication products.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them what our flagship line, or I guess our big product.
We well, are we talking okay? So the cleaning. It's old man spit.
Oh.
That's it. We had a whole list of
we did.
ideas here.
We had a lot going on.
We talked a lot that day.
The entire day was in. I told Allie about it. I'm like, I think I've been talking to Sean since nearly after I woke up. It was weird.
Like 7 to
Like 8 or 9.
just kept going.
Going back and forth. Old man spit is gonna be the official Third Armor firearm cleaner.
Let's see what
That's
we got.
cleaner and lubricant.
Is it just a clean? I can't be. Nah.
No, it's just
I don't think
cleaner.
that seems hard.
Just cleaner, huh?
Well, we're gonna do.
Well, you need to get a lubricant
Well,
then.
yeah, we'll do a side lubricant. We might. I think we have a name for that.
Why can't you do 2 in 1? I mean,
Well,
I gotta search
Hot
for
we want it to be good, and you're gonna get a better clean without oil or without some sort of lubricant in it, and then you can lube it. I mean, the cleaner is gonna have something to preserve in it. I mean, it's not gonna like just dry it out.
You don't want that.
Maybe some sort of
Hate
like
it dry, go.
graphene or something.
Mhm.
But
We got. Hang on. Okay. I don't remember. You said we could launch a line of oils and cleaner, and I said just call PJ, and I do not remember what PJ was for.
I don't know either. What was it? Did you find it?
No, I just can't remember.
PJ.
And you said we'd know. We obviously do not. Oh, that's what it was. I can't say that.
No, we cannot say that. Would be that might not go over too hot. Yeah, too hot.
That's pretty
Just
cool.
leaving everybody on a cliffhanger here, guys.
I know.
Oh,
Sorry about
I
that.
realized
people.
it'd be like
You
that.
guys can guess what PJ stands for.
Can they though? I wouldn't have.
That's why we're letting them guess. So
Y'all said it and you didn't remember.
Yeah.
that's good.
I would have guessed. How would they
This
guess
is a
it?
family show.
How would our friends out here guess it?
Dave Chappelle did a skit on it.
Yes, you could say it's
Yeah,
juice.
it's good. But
Who's our sponsors
Go ahead,
this
sir.
week, Damon? Who's our sponsors?
ooh,
Well, are we gonna go over these names first that we came up with?
Well,
Third Armor, that's the sponsor.
I always sponsor this podcast.
True. Third Armors.
And JP Weldon.
So we had PJ, and then Damon said Gun Glide. And we had Pristine Clean, Firearm Moisturizer.
It's a little weird.
Moist Chambers. I said Slippy Slides. And I had the old bolt floss on there.
That's a good one. That could be the
Slippy
boar snake.
slide.
Huh?
That could be the boar snake.
That could fit the bolt floss. You might be on. So
There we go.
Damon had Metal Wetter.
What is that? Yes, that's
the Soot Obliterator. I had the Chamber Reclaimer. He said Gun Slickener, and I said Butt Lube for Guns.
Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta grease the old pad.
Yeah, and then we had Gun Butter.
Gun butter, that's
That's
a good
pretty
one.
good.
I think that could be some sort of like wax
And
almost.
then we had Friction Relief and Old Man Spit.
I vote gun butter.
I said Old Man Spit could be part of the Irish Rage collection.
Irish
Oh
Reach.
yeah, well,
Irish Reach.
we'll have some things coming up with Irish Ridge. I have a camera on the way.
Oh no.
Yeah,
What?
it's very well camera, so I'll be able to do more cameras on here, more professionally, and also I can actually take it out and record and do
Go
everything.
mobile.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
That won't show up. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's start over.
All right,
Let's start it over, guys.
So there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, technical
Third
difficulties.
Armors.
Camera was going whack. All right, so tornado warning.
Yes. Not the same as a tornado watch.
No,
Can't be mixing those two up.
that would not be good.
I was driving home from work earlier, and it wasn't raining. It was still sunny out, and I got the little, burp burp on the radio. And it's
Sure.
like, get in your basement.
Mm.
And I did, but only because I lived there, not because I wanted to be.
Right, yeah. When they say be careful, probably should be careful.
Mm.
But
I was slightly concerned when the ping pong ball sized hail started falling out of the sky.
yeah.
That's when I went outside to take a look around. And,
Oh, was that on your way here?
No, that was like 2 hours beforehand. I was worried that it was gonna
Oh,
I
man.
don't know, have more of it on the
Didn't
way
have
here.
your truck? Or?
No, that's fine.
No?
I was parked under a tree. That way, only tree branches
excellent.
could land on me.
Well, that's good.
Wait, whole tree.
But,
Yeah, good, good,
yeah,
good.
I'll check again in the morning, but I don't think it's gonna be. But there were some pretty big. I mean, I picked one up that was solid, like that big.
Like a golf ball, yeah. They're crazy.
Almost, yeah, it was pretty big. I started
Jeez.
picking them up, so I was gonna make an all natural margarita. But never got around to it. And I saw that squirrel just cowering for its life.
Wet
in the
fella,
tree.
yeah.
He was just sitting there.
Cowering for its
This is
life.
horrible. The whole house is wet.
Oh, we are recording.
We're live.
We're live. Third
We're
Armors.
back.
Okay,
Is
alright.
this tacked on to the other
We'll have a little bit.
slight
gotta cut it.
tradition?
We have the opening, so it broke.
Okay, we can make this work.
Yeah, that's all
You
good.
can.
We don't have to redo it. It's all good.
Anyway, tell us about this whiskey.
All right, so yeah, I've had a undertaking at work, and they thought it was going to be a good idea to send me some whiskey, and I'm ready to try it. We're all gonna try it together. Some Basil and Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. Got that at the Glen.
Third Armor.
Third Armors.
Smooth.
That's really good, actually.
That is absurd.
That's gonna be dangerous. That's actually really good. Looked it up. That's only like $40, $45 a bottle.
Well, I'd rather have that over a Whistle Pig.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, I got that empty Whistle Pig up there.
Whistle Pig sounded like a great idea.
I just
but
heard so much
Wasn't
good
that
stuff
great?
about it.
Yeah,
It's
I
Not
was
for how much it
impressed
costs.
about it.
It was like
Way more.
$90, right?
It's $100 for that bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
That's way more flavor than Whistle Pig.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Oh yeah. I think I was reading the bottle. I think it's still family
on
owned,
drinking
even
whiskey.
everything.
Shit. I could do that now.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
That's
That's really
real
good.
smooth. It's like water.
Is that a wine glass?
What is it? A snifter? Is that what they're called? Something like that.
It's a Glencairn. It's a crystal whiskey glass.
Where'd that-
I like my Yeti whiskey glass.
Is that the Jack
Mhm.
Daniels?
That's cool.
That
Yeah,
kind of
and it's
thing?
in the set that you got me.
I was okay. Just wanted to throw myself in there.
Oh well, yeah, thank you. It's
Humble
great.
brag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give the best gifts.
Dude, I use
I
that
don't know.
Yeti that you got me like every day.
Oh yeah, I love those things. They're
It's only
outstanding.
make sure I don't
You
lose
don't
it.
have one, do you?
What?
A Colster? A Yeti Colster?
No, I do not.
And I got the Yeti whiskey glass. His mom
I
gave
got
me.
one of
That
those
thing's
as
cool
well.
Your
too.
mom
guys
got
were
you a
there when
whiskey
I bought
glass?
Yeah, I just carry them both around all
That's
day.
fantastic.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Throw
we have
two
some,
ice cubes in it, man. It's cold.
Third Armorers Yetis done up at my boy Tom.
Good. We have people that make it at well, you did the graphic on it and everything.
You'll do whatever you need.
Oh, that's wonderful. We'll have
Tom is the one to go to.
to. Yeah.
I've met him twice, but he's great.
Well, I am impressed with his work. We can show off the
Yes.
the skeleton of the 45 AR.
Skeleton.
Get into this a little bit, pal.
Excited for
the
it.
undercarriage.
The undercarriage.
Putting together a 45 AR. This was black, and now it's not.
Yeah.
My boy Tom out there, Ludlow Falls, one-off coatings.
It's a good plug.
Was the one to go to.
Yeah, it turned out really clean. That's really good.
It's-
It looks like it
is.
came that way from the factory.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Thoroughly impressed. I was a little worried it wouldn't match the color of the upper receiver because I bought them. That one was Cerakote when I bought it already.
Yeah,
But he, killed it. This is,
it's awesome.
look at how well, because the laser, when they did it, like it was still, obviously the laser cut it, but it was still full of all the little metal shavings, and I thought that was just the way it was. He's like, yeah, sure, that really turned out well. Because you just sandblasted all like the,
Yes, and it actually looks better.
yeah, for sure. It looks pretty, not exciting.
It's awesome.
It was not expensive at all. It was pretty fair.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with these things this summer. Because that 9mm suppressed AR I have now, that's built. I'll have to bring that out one of these times. We'll get some videos of that when we go shoot. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We didn't test that, and I'm curious to see how quiet the 45s actually are.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be nuts.
It'll be nuts.
But yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. We were talking. I mean, obviously this is out there. We're not doing this, but talking about doing the chain fed, the belt fed 22
Oh, yes.
AR.
I mean, they make the uppers. They're $1,300, but how cool would that be?
It'd be slick.
You'd be the only one on the street with a belt-fed 22.
I mean, honestly, that would be. Yeah, we can get one of those cranks for it. It'd be really funny.
Oh, they already make something like that. It's a little thing that you put in your trigger well,
Sure.
and it just clamps in there with a little crank on the side,
Yeah.
and it
And
just
you just go
clicks it.
How fast did it get to jam?
As
Like
fast
this.
as
Get
you
the
can
dirty.
turn that thing. See how fast it gonna jam?
Yeah.
Oh. That's
gets
the
dirty
main
quick.
drawback to 22s.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're running like CCI.
You could have one
Yeah.
person, holding feeding the belt in, and then one guy on the other side just spraying
Some
lube.
Vietnam
old man
stuff,
spit,
yeah.
yeah, straight
Yeah.
to the bolt right when it's cycling.
Old man spits not lube. We already talked about this.
I thought, what are we
It was the
doing? We're
cleaner.
doing
Gun butter's the lube,
I
right?
like
Gun
the gun butter.
Gun butter's
was
the lube.
choice.
Slippy
Yeah.
slides? Oh, come on.
Slides is a
Just
good
call
one.
it choice
That'll be the
gun
spray.
cleaning
It'll
solution.
be aerosol.
Choice gun cleaners? No,
It's
Ooh,
all
the
name,
choicest.
but
choices. The most choice.
the most choice. That's it.
Don't even say what it is on the bottom.
The most choice.
The
Good
most
for
choice.
everything.
There you go.
Conditioner,
Any
shampoo,
stock-
gun cleaning,
Toothpaste.
wash your
Acapella,
dishes,
That's all we'll say is the choice.
Hair putty.
hair
Hair
putty.
Yeah.
Works as WD-40.
As long as you make it just all natural, then
People buy it.
or non-toxic at least.
Yeah.
I mean.
They used to advertise it as it. It'd be fine.
Yeah,
That's what
non-GMO.
Dude, talking about that for a second. They get wild with that. We were looking at
Who?
some limited, just
Who's
all
they?
companies. All companies that produce
All
stuff
with
that
their
say,
environmental friendliness.
yeah. We're looking at some lemonade the other day that we had bought, and it after flipping over the back, like so the front says made with all natural like flavors and
for.
no artificial sweeteners.
Mm-hmm.
In the back, you flip it over, it says contains 0% juice, and the second ingredient is sugar. And it's funny.
Oh, that's natural.
It's like it is natural, I guess that, but that's what I'm saying. Like they just get
It's
around
natural
it,
sugar.
and it's funny. We were talking, me and Allie were talking about it the other day.
How do they do it?
Yeah,
What does
well,
real lemonade taste like?
it
I've probably
had
never
citric
even had it.
acid, and my favorite part about it had yellow 5.
Oh,
That's
actual.
what made it lemonade.
I got some of
looking.
that growing in my backyard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That's so natural. I just whip up some yellow 5 real quick.
You know how much sugar's in whiskey?
A lot.
Like a shot of most
Is
whiskey's
there?
like 120 calories.
Yeah,
Not
that's a
bowl
lot.
it.
Yeah, it's 110.
There's no carbs, no sugar in it
Still 110 calories.
Yeah.
though. Doesn't
One
matter.
shot.
That's how much that Basil Hayden's is. I'll spin around and look at it.
It's really far away from me.
It is. I'll take a look.
It feels like an eternity. Okay, we're there.
Yeah, well, you got this. All right.
Doing a shout out to our, whiskey.
Shout out to whiskey.
It doesn't say
Shout out
anything
to
on there.
whiskey.
My good
All the
friend.
kinds.
All the folks down in Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Lynchburg. Oh yeah. Nope, it doesn't say anything on there. So.
Man, what's y'all's
So
yeah,
smooth.
usually I have to
It's
Google it.
really smooth. Yeah, I was very impressed. I think we should definitely always have a glass of whiskey while doing this from now on. Much better. No reason not to.
Pretty unimpressed.
I like it a lot. I'm
Never
very
even
happy
heard
with
of
this.
this.
I haven't heard of it either. I was a little worried when I started reading reviews about it.
I need to
People
try
say it's
Buffalo
really good.
Trace.
That's pretty. We
I'm
got
not
some-
trying.
Whenever Sean decides to actually go through the fire
Maybe at that
academy.
whiskey tavern.
Well, they make Buffalo Trace that's not. Buffalo Trace also makes regular whiskey.
Yeah,
I'd like
but
to try that.
I'm excited about that bottle you have.
Yeah.
What is that again?
George T. Stagg.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Well,
What if it's just
hopefully.
not good? What do we
Probably
think?
won't be amazing.
I'm
Probably not gonna knock your
scared.
socks off while drinking it, but it's gonna be probably pretty smooth. And
I hope so.
that was the problem with the Whistle Pig. It was
Like, we
incredibly
just hyped
smooth.
ourselves up.
It
The
just
flavor
didn't
was-
have any flavor. I mean,
Yeah.
to me at least, it
It's
didn't
just
have
kinda
much
harsh.
going on for it. Yeah,
For what
it
it was.
seemed
I mean,
seemed just very.
buy a $25 bottle and it's the same thing to me. I mean, it's
It just
It did
wasn't
its
smooth.
job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, for $100 for
What was
you know,
that,
$20.
Yeah.
$25.
Could have brought some
Is that what it was?
number
Man,
7.
I don't like Knob Creek anymore.
I like
I
Knobs.
like to
Associated
like it,
with
but-
bad memories now.
I just don't like it. I bought that one bottle. I brought it to that bonfire.
Yeah.
That's the last one I bought.
Oh,
was it?
Dude, you get that
try it
maple.
on.
The maple's so
Nah, I don't like
It's
maple. I
kinda
don't like too much sugar.
Mm. Well, they don't
Too
use. So
sweet.
they're not doing it with maple sugar,
What?
so it makes it
Tastes
so
too
good.
sweet.
They do it in maple barrels. They don't have any actual maple syrup in there.
Natural sugars.
It's all. I mean, well, I'm sure there's a little bit traced from the from the barrel, but from the tree.
It's just
But-
very sweet. It's hard to drink
Yeah.
by itself.
Oh,
Bullet bourbon, Crown, just
Bullet-
regular.
Oh yeah.
Straight
That's
up
what I
Jack
do.
Daniels.
Elijah Craig. That's a
Jack
good
Daniels
single
single
sipper.
barrel?
What do I got? Some
Yeah,
single
yeah,
barrel.
single barrels.
I
Some
was-
select single barrel.
I have way more whiskey than I thought because I was getting out that
Barrel proof?
that bullet and barrel proof that you guys killed me with, and
His birthday.
I had to knock some bottles out of the way, and I found a full big bottle of
Rye?
bourbon, and
Uh-huh.
a small bottle of rye. And also, I still have half a bottle of the single barrel proof Jack Daniels. I didn't even know was in there. I had to move a bottle of Viking's blood out of the way. Where
Oh, yeah.
all this come from?
Dude, that
Benefits
that barrel proof will light you up.
That
That's
barrel
some good
proof
stuff,
Jack
man.
Daniels will.
It'll get you. Also, doesn't have much flavor. Oh no, sorry, no, it's
Jack
all
Daniels?
flavor. It has a lot of bite.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like 100 and some odd.
Yeah, well, it's the Whistle Pigs. I thought it was 100, wasn't it?
It's so far away.
Nah, I can't see it. Nah, it's whatever.
Try
I might be
close,
wrong. Either way, it was extremely smooth, even for being higher proof.
So I
It
think
just
that
wasn't
George
very-
T. Stag is gonna be. Maybe it'll just be that smooth, but with flavor.
I'm hoping.
Better be for $800.
That better be.
Oh, it's 100 proof. Says it right there on the front.
Oh, yeah, it does right
But the
there.
George T. Stag is like 114,
Yeah.
124, or something like that. I'll have to look.
116? It's something weird like that. I thought you
Well,
told me one
each-
time.
Batch is a
Mhm.
different proof, but I have to look
Right.
every time because I've seen some that are 140 and I've seen some that are like 112. And I
Yeah.
forget every time.
I'm sure like there's probably like a good medium of where it actually
Ah.
tastes better, and that's probably where they have like more expensive bottles. I'm sure.
I know mine wasn't 140.
No, there's just no way that would taste good.
Maybe it would. Maybe that's why it's so expensive.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
what's y'all's favorite
Maybe.
tequila?
I hate it.
Ooh.
I hate tequila.
Um,
I didn't know that.
What's
I
that?
have bad memories. Just
Oh
What?
yeah. Well, the whole
What's going on?
eyebrows girl.
Oh. I didn't remember you drinking tequila.
Oh, we had tequila that night.
that was the last thing I had to drink, and then
Oh,
it all went
oh.
black.
Oh,
yeah. I think you bought that one at what, Trader Joe's or
At Jungle Jim's.
Jungle Jim's. Yeah.
That was good tequila.
That was good
that tasted.
stuff,
I could
man.
just drink it. That stuff
I
was
couldn't
good.
even taste it.
Okay.
Well, at the end
It's
of the
coming
night,
back
you were
now.
literally grabbing a glass. You're like, okay, and we just put a shot of like 5 or 6 different bottles of just random stuff in it, and you just were like, okay, and you just drank it like it was nothing, sitting
You got
outside
quite
on
a
the deck.
tolerance for never drinking.
Ooh,
Back
That's
then,
impressive.
Back then, I could put it away.
that
I
was
really
a-
don't
oh,
understand because every time like you actually drink a lot, like you drink a lot
That was back
and you're
when
fine.
Tyler was
Seemingly.
around. You know, we
Seemingly.
could all definitely talk about that, and that'd be kind of fun.
Should
Instead
we?
of bringing
That's
up
kinda-
old. Well, you know, it's worth it a little bit. We don't have to dive too much, but
Mm.
back when Tyler was
We
around,
have an estranged associate.
yeah,
Friend. We'll say friend.
yeah,
Miss you.
your friend, you know, or at least
Dear
you know,
friend.
what we thought was a friend. But he wouldn't be interested in any of this, any of the fun
You know, he
gun
was
stuff.
trying to get me to start a podcast with him back in the day.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Really?
He wanted it to be basically this. So
Yeah.
Everyone. I'm sure.
You should
I've
tell
heard
him you're
that.
on one now.
Yeah, just
He'd just view it.
Make it
Just be
no,
mad.
We don't want that.
No, we don't want that. Well, it might be some extra views. He'd
Yeah,
be like,
one
don't
extra
ever
view.
watch this and share the video.
How many views we got on her?
We up to 12 yet?
Ooh, we
Biggest
might have broke
video.
double digits.
Hang on, let's see. What's that?
We can take a peek. Oh yeah. Where's that thing at?
It's most
Where's
on
that?
it's on your podcast, Damon Foreman
Oh,
Experience.
The Damon Foreman. No, it's just Damon Foreman podcast. You
Experience.
can find me on Instagram at Foreman Damon. I've been going nuts on Twitter. That's been a lot of fun. Well, yeah, I made an old account. I don't remember the email
Oh,
password.
boys.
I don't know how to get it there.
Episode 2 and 4. Double digits.
Like
Boy.
4 of those
Episode
views are mine.
3.
We're getting there.
Views. I
I
think
was
that-
checking for comments.
Where's episode 1, David?
Hmm?
Where's episode 1?
The pilot.
Oh yeah.
It was not good. It did not. It was not working out
Wasn't
on there.
good, huh?
No,
Okay.
wasn't a fan of that.
That
Hmm.
hurts.
It was.
Ouch.
Well,
Harsh
okay.
criticism.
I'll own up to it. I named.
So it's your fault.
No. Oh yeah, for
Full
sure.
roundabout.
I named them incorrectly, and then once I uploaded it, I didn't feel like taking it back down, so we just started at 2.
We named it incorrectly.
So I was working on one of the first ones that we had made that was when everything was set up different in here and whatnot, and that one was like really short. And we didn't. I don't know. It wasn't
The
right,
first one was.
and so I tossed that one, and then I started with number 2 after that, and that was when we moved everything and reorganized the studio,
Yes.
and
This lovely space provided by Third Armor.
well, provided by me,
Well, sponsored by Third Armor.
sponsored by Third Armors, yeah. Well, sponsored by Third Armors content, but
Might have more content coming in the next couple of weeks.
oh yeah, next couple of weeks we can talk about that. Oh yeah, you'll have your full-on SOT license starting 2 weeks from now. Tell us about that.
July 1st, I can start pumping out suppressors and short-barreled rifles, short-barrel shotguns.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before.
Now let's talk about short shotguns.
Yes, what would
It's
you
always
like
been
to
a cool
know?
interest. Alright, so you should do. How short of like a coach gun, a side by side 12 gauge shotgun can you do?
Well, see, the thing about a pump
But
shotgun,
the end of the barrel.
the big thing
Talking about side by side.
that I was all.
More interested in a coach gun.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can cut
gangster.
it all the way until the end of the chamber if you want. So you could just have straight shells sticking out the end if you want.
That'd be
I
cool.
mean, it wouldn't have any velocity, but
Well, that's fine.
the
Blow
thing
up,
about pump action shotguns is that obviously the magazine ends where the barrel ends. So you might
Mhm.
only get 2 shells in there plus 1, and that's, you know.
Alright, so
Yeah, it's not great. What's the ideal amount of rounds you'd want to keep in there? Like if you were doing it for like home defense.
That's no one has a short barrel shotgun that doesn't just want to have it because it looks cool. Who's actually
looks so
gonna?
cool.
I guess it could be a
Pistol
truck
grip and all.
gun.
Mhm.
I mean, 4 or 5
That's
rounds.
still gonna be. I guess that's not very.
Be a really wicked truck gun.
That'd be
Have
time.
a small little thing with some
You know what you
buckshot.
could? Yeah,
That
you
would
could
hurt,
you guys
man,
seen
not the
those,
little.
well, hang on now. Federal makes some buckshot rounds that are about an inch
Man,
long.
yeah.
Yeah,
You could just. I don't know what that would feed, but we could find out.
could
I
buy
got a box
two.
of them.
Yeah, buy a box
That'd
and
be
buy
cool.
a.
I have a box. We could
Oh.
figure it out. Yeah, just put it
Oh,
in someone's.
man.
I don't have a pump action. But
Yeah, see how it works. Yeah, that's what I need to get a Mossberg next.
yeah, it's a classic.
Cheap.
Cheap, easy. Yeah, I keep forgetting about it.
Reliable.
I keep missing
My
out
favorite.
every time I
Like,
think
way
about it.
better
I'm like,
than
oh, I'm gonna go
870.
look, and they don't have any, and
My
then I
dad's got
forget.
an 870.
I need to
I
set
don't
the
like
other
where the
account.
safety is.
I need to call
Like
for
on
that
the right.
222.
There's 2 different things going on.
Well,
right
I'd like
now.
to talk to you. Damon talks a
Talk.
lot.
I'm sorry. Talk.
I don't like where the safety is on the 870s, because on the Mossberg it's more tactical, right?
Where
It's
is it on the
it's up
870?
top,
Mm-hmm.
and on that it's on like a hunting rifle. It's up front there, in front of the trigger, like a little
Push
switch. Yeah, a little push
Mhm.
one. Mm-hmm.
Remember right when you got yours?
Yeah,
We're
that's,
talking about
that's
that.
the biggest difference between them, as
I
far
do
as
like
I
that's
know.
my Savage Bolt Action 22, the B22 FESR.
It's beautiful.
It's right there on the thumb. You just right now. I do enjoy that a lot.
Didn't you have a weird trigger issue, or like something happened to that right when you got it?
Mossberg 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it all the way to Texas to get repaired.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's something with the pump. Something was messing up on it. I sent it all the way to there and just UPS it.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
surprisingly
broke
easy.
it down, took the barrel off, and shipped it in a box. And they paid me back for the shipping.
Well, that's awesome.
Nice. Did you
Yeah,
buy
they
the
fixed
new, or
it.
did you?
Yeah, I bought it new. Bought it
Yeah.
at Walmart.
Walmart.
Back when Walmart sold guns.
Sailed
They'd been,
guns,
yeah,
yeah.
they ain't selling guns no more.
They sailed guns. They sailed
Back when
ammo.
they sailed them.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Walmart, man.
Yeah. Bought it
Dick's
there.
pretty good. I really enjoy how Dick's was like,
Dick's
we're
was-
not selling guns anymore, but they still own Field and Stream, which has a ton of guns.
Ton of guns.
And everyone's like, yeah, good on Dick's. And then like, they don't know the other half of this business is
Yeah.
just guns.
Yeah.
And that
Candy.
really
Mm.
pleased
Yeah, I bought most of mine there. I bought my 1022,
That's where I got my
my
1022.
597 that Damon has now.
$210.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought several there.
Yeah.
Remember, I was upset when I bought that 1022 because it was $210, not 200 even. And now,
Oh, yeah.
now I'm just feel fortunate to have it.
Phew, yeah, I was looking, what was the one I was looking at the other
260.
day? It was like 330 or 340.
Well, that was three. It was
Jesus.
3. Well, it was a takedown. It was a
It was a
stainless
takedown.
takedown one with a composite
Mm.
stock. So it was a nice
There you
one,
go.
and the takedowns go for that much anyway.
Yeah, had a threaded barrel and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's ready to go.
I need to order that. I do.
Just give me some money, and I'll order it. Third Armorers stock, and then I'll
Third
just
Armorers.
transfer it to you.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll work.
I don't know. Yeah, that should be fun.
There we go. Done.
Third
We'll do it
Armorers.
then. Third Armorers.
Making it happen for the customers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He transferred. He got the lower end for the 9mm for me the other day. We did the transfer for that. It's all good. Got my CCWs and didn't have to worry about the background here in Ohio. That was perfect. Nice and
It is
easy.
a nice, yeah. It's a nice touch.
The interesting thing, we were talking about that the other day. It's an odd thing to have, considering that it's such a weird thing now. Everyone's talking about, having permits, not having permits, all these weird
Yeah.
things, and then now you have to do stuff like. But
I mean, it
you can just
kinda
get a
makes
permit,
sense.
but then you don't have to do background. It's like, what if something? I mean,
But they do
they're
a
good for
background check.
years.
Right, but if you do anything to become a felon, you're going to get that license taken away.
Yeah, but they might not take the card from you. What if you don't have the card?
I guess that's a good...
You can still just be like, here's a card. I mean, they'll pull you up at a gun shop, but just talking to somebody, it's interesting. Yeah, that isn't going to pull it.
Thing.
It's odd, yeah.
Luckily.
I mean, you would fail going through other things.
Right.
But
how would I? If you just had a license and you're CCW.
Yeah.
We ought to start doing it for everybody anyway. Obviously, I know you're not a felon, so.
Right, yeah. And then
we have a guy coming next week to pick up a gun.
Oh,
that was exciting. I was just driving, and they called me. It's like, I want to use you as my FFL.
You're like,
the first real customer.
That's gonna be awesome.
I have no idea what he's getting. The guy he's buying from has not sent me any information at all, so they might just show up. I have no idea.
Well, that's what they did to that. Oh, didn't you order something the other day and they just left it on the porch?
Yeah, FedEx. I had a customer get an M1 carbine delivered to me. Obviously need a signature when you're sending a firearm in the mail.
Right.
And FedEx just plopped that on the porch and rolled out. And they did the same thing with your lower.
Jeez.
Which is...
It's not okay.
Not a fan. It's a little sketchy.
That's not okay.
No. No.
I mean, what if anyone just came up and took it anyway?
That, and then... Well, that wouldn't really affect me at all, but still, that's a gun. That's just,
right. Just sitting out there, I mean, because no one's... That's just not okay. It's crazy.
You need to at least knock.
Yeah.
So I was at work, my brother was at home, and I was like, hey, you're going to need a sign for this. And he's like, they just put it on the porch and left.
That's worrisome.
And then the second time they did the exact same thing.
Oh.
What?
See, I have like the opposite issue. All my stuff from FedEx, if I'm not home that requires a signature, it requires something, even though sometimes it's just weird. It's something from like Amazon that FedEx drops off. And if I'm not home, they take it to the Dollar General down the street and they leave it there. And then I have to go in and like show my ID and everything, and my ID doesn't match my new address. And it's like a whole thing every time. And I'm like, just look at my name.
Yeah.
Why else would I be here? I have the ticket, like this is my name, like I got a different address. Like who else around here with the same exact name be coming here looking for the same thing? I'd be just...
Well,
and I'm like showing them like the Amazon thing, they're like, I can't scan that. I'm like, Like, if I have to just take it and walk away, I will. Like, I just don't want to do that. That's going to be really awkward. Like, that's not going to be fun for anybody. Like, I'm not trying to be awkward like that, but I'm not going to like, not take my stuff either.
That's dumb.
Yeah. It's a weird thing that happens.
For an Amazon package?
Yeah. Well, it's like always it's Amazon Prime, but isn't shipped by Amazon. Something like that. Yeah, it's just weird. Because Amazon always drops their own stuff off in their trucks.
Usually. UPS does a lot, too.
Yeah, but... I bet you're glad you're done with that. FedEx is kind of cool, though, in other ways. Because it's really... I didn't realize... So I was actually talking to people at work today. That's what I was talking to you about. And we have, like, a FedEx, like, shipping computer and all that stuff that we go through and whatnot. And we can just print labels and send stuff on their way. FedEx comes, picks them up. And I was looking out at the table. And there's a bunch of gun boxes, a bunch of stuff going on. I'm like, what is that? Like, people are just boxing stuff up with that or whatever. Okay. I mean, odd for a business, but... And I started talking to some of the shipping guys, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, we ship guns and ammo out of here all the time. Sometimes, yeah. And one of the other guys I was talking to, I guess he just got 30,000 rounds of .223, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they just had it shipped in on a small pallet. And just in a couple of little crates that they put it in. And, yeah, a guy was just splitting little boards that they, like, package this thing up in, like, this small thing, like a wooden box. I don't know why, but... they did that, and he was talking about it, and he thought it was whatever. But when we started talking about guns, that's what I was talking to you about other suppressor stuff and whatnot after that. But he was, yeah, I guess they do that all the time. And all I gotta do is just tell them how much it is, and I just pay them. Because it all runs through our system, so they just ship stuff out.
It's surprisingly cheap to ship that stuff. What I like about UPS is that when I have a package coming to me, they send me an email and say, hey, you got a package coming tomorrow, FYI, and FedEx it just shits it out on my front porch.
So there you go.
I don't like that. No, I have an account with FedEx as well. They're supposed to tell me, and they just, nothing.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's annoying. It's scary.
It's odd. I don't like it at all.
Unfortunately, I have a suppressor shipped to my house, and then, I don't know, it's a little box, someone just, whoop.
Yeah. It'd be a shame, especially if it's a customer suppressor.
If it's yeah.
I mean, you have to pay for that.
I don't know how that would work. I mean, FedEx would have to pay for that. But
Yeah, well, if they put, well, yeah, I guess it'd be on them if they didn't get, like, insurance on the package.
my signature would not be there, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you have to be like, nobody signed for that.
yeah. Oh.
Wonder who gets in trouble for that. Like, where
Oh,
did,
the
like,
delivery driver for sure.
well, yeah, but, like, would they get, like, a charge? Like, what if somebody stole a
No.
gun and then used it in a crime? Whose fault is that then?
I feel like that's a strange moral dilemma you'd have to figure out.
Yeah, well, I mean, if someone's already stealing the gun, I can't imagine they're going to do it, have it for
Yeah, but
safety and good purposes,
Yeah, but who let them steal?
Yeah.
Who just let it sit out in the open?
Right, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, would that be on FedEx or would that go to the actual person? That's weird.
I would say FedEx.
Probably
If
FedEx.
they were supposed to sign for it and they didn't.
Yeah, they'd be like, you're fired. But if somebody did that in the real world and you're like, you're just going to leave this by someone's house and dropping it off for your buddy, it'd be on you.
Yep.
And you would go to jail. It's just interesting how that works. Companies probably just going to pay a fine and be like, I'm sorry about that. It's the mishap. Here's some
Out
money.
of case or out of court settlement.
Yeah, interesting how that works.
That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Well, you gotta be nice about it. Family friendly.
You got any shipping stories? Just
Shipping stories.
Well, my sister asked me to order a weight belt for her husband. It's not very interesting, but that's all I got, right? So,
Right.
I ordered it. It was like $260. And she just like Venmo'd me money for it. And then I get a note in my mailbox that says, sorry we missed you. I'm like, okay. And then the package wasn't there, and like I emailed the company. I'm like, what's going on? Like, where's my package? And they're like, oh, you have to sign for it. I'm like, nothing when I ordered it said I had to sign for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, you just gotta reschedule it. I'm like, it's Monday to Saturday. I'm like, well, I'm not there Monday to Saturday, so
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna be there to sign for it.
Yeah.
And just take a day off work to hope it comes.
Yeah.
So I
Randomly
just drove
wait
to
all day.
the post office and picked it up, and slightly
I'm,
inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
thinking about doing this. You know, you can get
That's all.
at the UPS stores.
It's a pain.
You can get a personal mailbox.
Yeah.
And I called and asked, and they can receive guns. So I'm thinking about just getting. It's not expensive, just to get a little like personal mailbox at
Probably
UPS.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You just go there after work and pick up whatever you need. I might just be doing that because it'd be so much easier than missing a delivery and then having to reschedule it.
Especially since you're moving, then maybe the address is gonna get kind of switched
I can
up
see
a
that
little
as
bit.
well.
Yeah.
I'm still getting mail almost a year later from the last owner of my house.
Oh, yeah. I still get mail here. We've been here for years.
Every once in a while there's an important thing and I return to sender, put it back in there.
We still get
Yeah.
letters from a church that my great aunt was a part of. She's been dead for 30 years.
They just don't pull people off mailing lists.
They've been looking at this like, oh, she got to this church in 1912, and she still goes here.
Yeah, some people do that though. Some people would rather still just send that out. They're just gonna be like, oh, well, this is the message. Here, please.
More than likely, they just transferred everything to digital like 25 years ago, and then just
That's what I'm saying. They just don't take people off. They're like,
yeah, and then the computer just keeps. It's funny though. Whenever I get one in the mail, I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah, that's a thing. At least that's just mail. It isn't just some random gun. Every once in a while, Amazon delivers to the wrong house. And it's funny when they take the picture and it's at the wrong address.
I can't even tell you how many times I've done that. I'll take a picture, look up, and be like. I have people inside the house, and I'm just on their front porch taking pictures, and I'm like, oh. And then I go like run across the street, throw it. Their porch. They got the wrong picture on their account, but it's over there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, see you later.
Yeah, it got dropped off. I had a couple times this summer or last summer where it just got dropped off in the next door neighbor's house. And at least I could tell by the picture. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I can tell where that is. And I could go home and I'm like, well, it's not here. Look at the picture. Oh, it's right over there. Cool. But if they were to do that like anywhere else, it's just I don't know. The mail over here gets whacked all the time. I get like actuals from like UPS or USPS. I get some random people's mail all the time, and I just go back and just drop it in their mailbox. I'm like, not gonna return it. Like if they're on my street most of the time, I'll just drop it over there. But it's happened. That's happened. I don't know, 3 or 4 times last year. It's like
Tyler.
Old Tyler. Let's get back to Tyler.
Does he walk around and drop mail off every day? Oh, I didn't know.
In my mom's neighborhood.
Oh,
I saw him one day.
I wish I could.
Months ago.
I think they should be able to carry while they do that.
Can't
Be
you?
able to. I don't know. I
I
doubt.
How are they gonna
I
say
doubt
you
they're
can't?
allowed.
I mean,
I don't know.
no one
What if a dog attacks you?
They got pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
spray. Pepper
No,
spray.
They got
spray.
pepper
We should
spray.
release a pepper spray. Let's come up with a name for that right now.
Mailman
Oh, okay.
pepper spray.
Mailman. Just start spraying the mailman. It's like ink from
Third Armorers pepper spray.
Third Armor's pepper spray. Think about that one.
Pepper spray.
Pepper Fest, we could, yeah. Pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
Pepper
We gotta
spray.
Mike Tyson endorse it.
Oh goodness, he's gonna see this now, obviously, because he's looking for this,
He definitely is watching this.
and he's gonna
Sure
be
you
like,
are.
"Are you serious? I'm scared of Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
I would not like to, like, I don't know, make that person mad
Well,
and be
why
in a
would you make
small
him
room."
mad? You just go hang out with him.
Well,
Yeah, how
talking
would
about his
you-
voice, I wouldn't want to do that.
We're not gonna walk up to Mike Tyson and be like, "Hey, Mike Tyson, what's going on?" Why would you do that?
That'd be pretty rude, first of all. No matter who he is,
He's
just some
gonna be like-
regular guy that has a lisp and you do that, that'd be
He'd
pretty
be like, I'm an
rude.
avid gun fan.
I've
thought you were
heard
the
he's
third
a cool
Armorers.
guy, unless you say something stupid.
Just-
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen him on many podcasts. He's
pretty interesting because he was just like smoking weed, had his own weed.
He's
He's
yeah,
just
it's his own
hanging out,
thing,
just-
yeah.
Like it didn't even work out, and then he's like, "I'm back,
Dude, he's got, yeah.
I'm back. I'm fighting."
Yeah.
And then he's back in the ring,
Dude,
just out of the blue.
I still wouldn't want to get hit
Because
by
like the first one I listened to, he's just like, "Nah, I don't really want to. I'm not even working out. I'm not punching a bag. I'm not doing anything. I'm just scared. I'm gonna get back into
You
it."
know,
And then
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm back."
Yeah, he's like, I knew it would happen.
it would be kind of annoying after you have that kind of career that people just expect you just for the rest of your life just to be a boxer. You just got to get
Oh,
old.
yeah. Well, it's like watching
You
the
got more
old people
money than
throw
you-
the
Mm.
Yeah.
first pitch at like baseball games, and they don't
Yeah.
even make it to the mound. Everyone's like,
that's
you hear the whole stadium go, "Oh!" It's like that's like that probably embarrassed
That's
the
let it
be,
hell
man.
out of that
that's
guy.
not that far.
Like he's like 80 years old. Like what do you
Yeah.
expect? Like when they do that, or like when they have like politicians or like random people, like famous people on, they can't
I've
throw
never
it.
seen
It's
them
like
boo an old person.
no, but I'm saying it's like it being the old person. I'd be like if I was 80, I'd be like, don't have pity on. I just can't throw.
I
Joe
got one of
Biden.
those.
Joe Biden throw a baseball, that'd be terrifying.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Or just him even speaking. Just
Or just
Mm.
yes, you know, ooh,
that's my favorite thing. Just him talking.
it's funny.
And what you got to do is you got to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
the ball and
Yeah.
monkey and.
No, I'll bleep that out. It's all good.
But fine.
But
He just-
It's, yeah, well, it's
This
like
is
what he
a
said the
bad
other
one.
day at the G7 summit. He was talking about, right as he was talking, he was saying, you know, as usual, like I got people to, you know, I got this card, or I have this list of people to call on. It's like, how is that supposed to be like a fair question then? Like if you know who you're talking to, I'm sure you have a question lined up already, and you already know you have a card with the answer. Like maybe not, but I just have to assume when you say that, man. Like, and then you go out
Card
and
and it just says, "Come on, man."
I'm telling you, come on. Yeah. Oh,
Every card says the
yeah,
same.
he got embarrassed, and that wasn't sad. Like, I'm sure you guys probably didn't see that. Putin talked about him and everything. He actually called out Putin, said he was a killer,
Oh yeah, I did see
and
that.
then Putin was like, "Nah," and did whatever he did and talked and basically put us down in a weird way. Said we were weak and had weak infrastructure, and called out who, you know. Or he said something about like Ashley Babbitt, the lady that got killed at the or shot by the Capitol Police on January 6th, and he said who called or who made the call, or I can't think of the actual verbiage right now, but he basically said like who told that person to kill her, you know, who made the shot on that, and it's like it's interesting, like when other countries call out other like people like that, and then he just didn't respond. It's like You should have that information though. You should be able to, like, when you're being publicly called out by like another president of like a major country.
Anybody made that call, or the dude just freaked out and shot?
No, but I mean, it's like it raises a question of like who's that person's name though. Like every other cop gets released immediately though.
Yeah, that's true.
Any other cop in any shooting right now, and that's somebody. It's like there's like, no, we're not gonna release that. It's like that's a like. I don't care how he thinks, what he believes, but why wouldn't you say that one? Just that one?
Yeah, it is.
It's just weird, man.
It's weird.
Yeah, and he got exonerated. I mean, he's fine.
I mean, I can't imagine how he. I mean.
No, but still, you go through the whole process and then no one even knows who did it. That's just weird. It's a weird thing. Or like how? I mean, I'm sure some people do know, and it's like it's just odd how it hasn't got out there.
Yeah, that is. I'm surprised no one's been like, "Hey, it was this guy."
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking about that. I mean, the podcast that I messed up on my own podcast, talking with that officer about that stuff, and it's just weird. Like he was talking about how always there's, like they're called out, they're immediately on the spot, like spotlights on them if something happens. It's uncomfortable. It makes people feel like they shouldn't do the right thing or even help anymore. It's odd. And being me, I'm wearing blue. That doesn't mean anything. But
blue light.
No, I just don't see it. I mean, most police interactions, like if I get pulled over for like speeding or anything like that, I'm always nice to them. They're always nice to me. They're always just reasonable people. Besides, when I got that ticket for having my tire blow out, that was silly. They're like, oh, you messed up the grass. What was it? They said failure to maintain my vehicle. That's what that was. And that 350Z wreck. I was, 19.
Makes sense.
Yeah, tire blows out, going to the grass, did nothing.
Fast-looking car, and they're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you deserve this.
Yeah, I need money from him. It's ridiculous. But it doesn't mean that's a bad person. I mean, I'm sure at some point they probably have to be doing whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Can't just let everybody get away with whatever.
Right. I mean, I didn't do anything though. That was what that frustrated me. But when I was talking with the other guy, I mean, he was very reasonable. I mean, we talked about like just random things like tent, just normal stuff. And he was like, man, I don't care about tent. He's like, as long as it's on your windshield, like car, like window tent. Yeah, tent.
Tent.
Like, yeah, put up tents. No, yeah, like a window tent. And he's like, I don't care what you have on your windows. If I can't see into your windshield, he's like, that's when I have like an issue. Because it's like, then it's a safety problem for you. I'm like, I get that. And that's like, okay, that's a reasonable take on that. Like, I don't see the issue with window tent, really. Like, I understand that there was something that happened with it, but it's like, it bothers me. They can sell it and people apply it all day long. And then
it's probably
it's
more
not
like
an
when
issue.
people have their window cracked like that much enough to put their license or registration through it, and they can't see in it, and it's
Right. Well, if you're a decent person,
80%.
normally you have the window down already anyway.
generally, but
If I was, granted, I'm not a cop. I haven't been in that situation. I haven't felt that stress or frustration or anything like that. But if I see somebody not getting ready, or not rolling the window down, if I step out of the car, I'd get back in the car and use the horn. I'd be like, hey, like, roll your window down. Like, if you're not, like, I don't know. I want to protect myself as well. Like, obviously, I'm concerned of what they were doing if I was a cop. But I don't know. Like, you wouldn't want to put yourself in a situation, I guess. But again, who knows what's going on. I think it's sad when I'm looking at stuff with that, and then there's like the weird thing where it's like cops like put their hand like on a tail light so they can leave fingerprints or stuff like that. Like when they're walking by a car, it's like you see like the thing in movies of like they run their hand down or the key down, even though it's obviously not, they don't run keys down or stuff like that. But they put their hand or like their finger on the tail light so they leave a fingerprint, and that's an interesting thing that I read about, that just in case something happens. What if they do get into some altercation, the person gets away? If they can identify the car later, they can check for a fingerprint. And just a quick little tap, and then okay, there's something to trace.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's just a weird thing that I was watching the other day. It's like not every one of them does it by any means, but some of them actually do, and it's like that's okay.
Never thought about that.
And it just made me actually think about like, man, that's a person that's like actually like concerned about going home, like thinking about like I have my own family, I have my own thing going on, like I need to touch this taillight just in case. Like I don't know, it's a sad thought to think about. For the most part, they're just trying to actually help. Like,
Yeah.
and now I got to be worried about somebody actually killing me just because you did something wrong that I pulled you over for. Crazy. Went deep a little bit for a minute, but.
You're heavy now.
What do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
is usually the protocol when you have a concealed carry and the vehicle
In
with
Ohio, you're legally obligated to tell.
Yeah, I
right?
Yeah.
And what happened when I got pulled over last time? I got pulled over. I had a concealed carry with me, and I handed out my license and my concealed carry permit through the window. You know, I'm like, I don't have a gun right here, officer. You know, freak him out. You know, so I just handed that to him instead.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, step out of the truck, step out of it. And then I had to sit on his hood the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you know,
fair.
hands behind.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if that's protocol. I was
I'm
uncomfortable.
sure they do it differently, but why would you want to be talking to somebody that's 4 inches away from their
I guess so.
gun?
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering.
especially when you're
I'm
going
not-
back and
I'm
coming
not
back. Yeah.
Saying, I'm
Yeah.
just wondering.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
sure they have different ways to do it.
sure.
It's probably up to their discretion.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
whatever's
I
making
suppose.
them feel more safe. I mean, you being uncomfortable is probably the least of their worries.
It's
It's
just
all-
kind of a bummer to legally have a concealed carry and you're sitting on their hood like you're
Mhm.
Yeah, but then, I mean,
Yeah.
like I mean, you
I
know,
get
I'm just
that,
sitting
though.
on their
Right.
hood with my hands behind my back like,
Yeah.
you know, like I
mean-
just shot somebody.
Yeah. I mean,
But no,
if-
I legally have a gun in my vehicle.
yeah. I mean, because not all. I mean, I would say majority, but not
I'm just
all of them
speeding a
have
little
great
bit, that's
intent
it.
all the time. I mean, what if they were trying to,
Yeah,
not be great? They just take your complete, ability to defend yourself away from them, and I can see that. Not that they have, but they're a person at the end of the day. I mean,
Yeah.
there are bad apples. I mean, a majority of them are good. They're trying to help, but there is
why would I
the
tell
few.
them I had it in my vehicle?
Right.
I mean,
I don't think.
I
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about that. Maybe you shouldn't
it's
have to
fine,
get out.
but it just seemed like
well, it's
uncomfortable to
right.
me that.
I don't know, that doesn't seem too crazy to me.
No, it's not that crazy. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's that crazy, but I could see where I could
Just
see
saying,
a
if
good
I didn't
argument
have
for it,
if
though.
I didn't have a gun in the vehicle, I didn't tell him I had one. He didn't know. I'd still be in my vehicle,
Right?
not sitting on his hood
Yeah,
like I'm
but-
about to get arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, pass me that. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. I didn't pour a big one the first time. I was worried.
Just a thought.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I mean, I'm
Not
with
complaining because the guy was cool when he
Right.
let me off with a warning for speeding. But
you. Sure. And again, oh no, I made noise. But I mean, I think, at the end of the day, he is trying to get home. He's trying to make sure he's fine. He's around someone that he knows that has a gun. Probably loaded. Probably, I mean, he doesn't know what else is going on with you. He starts talking to you. He's more comfortable. But I don't know. It's interesting because it does have to be, they're thinking about themselves, but you also are thinking about yourself, and that's an interesting line. You probably have to. I don't know, like. Hopefully never cross. Obviously, you don't want to make that like a altercation. But that's it's interesting to think about. Yeah, for being like law wise. I mean,
Sean doesn't find that interesting.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
I don't.
It's just fine. Huh?
Well, I mean, I can see it from both sides. I get it.
Man, I'm legally have it. I mean, what's
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
mean,
didn't
you're
do anything
legally
wrong.
allowed
I
to
was
walk up to
speeding.
a police officer with it concealed and talk to him. I mean, if you,
Well, hold on now. In the law,
You
it
haven't
says
got pulled
any
over.
interaction with the police, you have to tell them you have a concealed carry.
does it actually say that?
Yeah.
I'll have to look up the actual verbiage on that. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'll be obnoxious the next time I see. So I have a concealed carry. Just keep
Yeah.
driving as they're walking on the street in downtown.
Well, I'm not quite sure.
No,
that's what
but I'm just gonna tell them that. I just think it'd be funny.
Hmm.
See you like, hey, just so you
I'm just
know.
saying, I went to all the trouble of legally getting a background check on it, buying it legally,
But what if you just
taking all the
were-
classes.
Yeah, but any turd could do that.
Man, Turk could do that.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, a lot of.
I mean, just because I did it all legally, why should I be treated like a terrible person? I mean, you
You
know.
can still just be like, I don't want to pay the speeding ticket, and then pop.
I guess.
What if
What's
you
up?
were just drunk out of your mind and just and then,
I guess. I guess.
why not? It's so much easier just to
Oh, yeah.
avoid all of that. And go,
Oh, yeah.
"Can
But
just
why
come
would
out of
I
the car
pull-
for 5
I mean,
seconds?
I think you should definitely try to comply the best you can.
Yeah.
To an extent,
Which
it
I
is
did.
interesting. It's like I don't know if they should be able to tell you get out just because you have a gun.
I'm not so
But
sure
I
either.
But I don't think
Just
that
reading the law, they're just not allowed to get you out of your car if you have a gun in there.
Well, no, you have to. I don't know. It's like I think just because
That's
you've
all my property.
informed them
Actually.
that you have a CCW shouldn't warrant the right of like the exit of the vehicle. Like I don't know.
I mean, all I did
Why
was
not?
speed. I
Especially
didn't
now
do
that we have
anything else
castle
illegal.
doctrine. I mean, you should be able to sit in there and be like, nope, I choose to sit here. I mean, that's going to be that sort of
Then you're gonna
confrontation.
pull out of your car and arrested. So.
Well, hopefully not. If you're clear, I mean, that's when you just get the speeding ticket.
Well, as soon as I tell you to
Yeah,
get
you
out of
should
your
just
car,
be able to leave me in my truck if you wanted to, and just give me a speeding
if
ticket.
he
and
wanted
send me on my
to,
way.
he could.
Yeah.
It just felt as if it'd be easier and safer for everybody for
Right.
you not to.
And I get that, and it turned out well, and I get that.
I've seen videos too. People just sit in their car the whole time, and the cops like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's up to them to figure out what's best. That's probably what he just does for everybody, just because then he knows that they don't have a gun for it.
Well, he
Sure.
didn't get me on the speed radar, so he couldn't.
Oh.
That was
See?
the thing, because I was going around a turn, going pretty quick,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't actually get me on his radar
You're
because
too
I was
fast for
ahead
the
of him
radar.
on turns, and then I'm like,
Pretty straight.
that's a cop behind me. And then I slowed down. By the time he could have got me, I was already going the speed limit, and he's just lecturing me for 30 minutes. I don't know, let's not exaggerate, 10 minutes. And he's like, well, you rolled a stop sign back there, and you were speeding over here, you're being stupid through here. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I didn't get you on the radar. He definitely would have given me a ticket if he could have,
Oh, I'm sure.
but he couldn't
Yeah.
because he didn't have anything on me. So
See-
it made me get out of my vehicle, waste like 30 minutes, all total.
He's just trying to make a memorable event for you, so you
Which is
wanna do
memorable
it.
since we're talking about
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
maybe
so.
that's what was the idea. Since he couldn't give you a ticket, he just tried to make an impression, so you want to do it again.
But just because
Well,
he can do
he
that,
couldn't
I
have
don't
done
think he
anything,
should.
though.
No, he
He
couldn't have pulled
legally,
you out.
he could
What
not have
did
done
you want
anything.
him to do?
No.
Well, he couldn't have done anything because he didn't even
the
have anything
situation
on
worked
me.
ideally. I'm not trying to argue the situation. I'm just saying there shouldn't have to be like.
I get
And I
it,
know
but-
you're not saying they have to, but I'm just saying I don't think that if they want to, even I don't think you should have to, even if they want to.
I'm just
Right,
saying,
but-
even if you wanted to give me a ticket, you couldn't.
But
He had
which-
nothing
oh,
on me.
But
Mhm.
hold on.
Alright.
If he's a good cop and he actually cares, then he'll stop you anyway and give you a talking to instead of just being like, oh, well, I can't get any money out of him, so I give up. Why wouldn't he take the time to tell you and have a talk with you
How
instead
many
of just...
tickets have you had, Sean?
I've had one speeding ticket.
God, nerd.
Nerd.
But
I mean,
I
I've
got
only
out
had
of like
two.
4 of them. But
Got out of how
why
many?
wouldn't- like 4. Why wouldn't he
Just 'cause
take
you're
the time
military.
and to just tell you, hey, you're being dumb, instead of go, well, you're not worth any money right now, so that's all I care about. And that's
Well,
not-
that's every other. I've only had 2 tickets. They didn't take a second
Yeah.
look. It,
Well-
also, it was both when I was driving that little Volkswagen. I swear they
that doesn't
discriminate
help.
against
That doesn't
vehicles.
help. Yeah.
Oh, would you have to?
Both my tickets were in that
Yeah.
little car.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then I got a warning on the way to your wedding
Yeah.
in the last truck. And I played that one up big. I'm like, man, I'm really late to his I'm late to my best friend's wedding. I'm his best man. I'm real late. Like, I had my suit hanging up on the side. I'm like, dude, I'm real late. I was going like 20 over for no reason. I'm like, dude, he's like,
He
oh.
said in your truck.
Yeah. He was a big old boy, and he just ran back to this cop car and he ran my stuff real quick. She's like, you're good to go.
Oh.
Go on, man. You're good. I'm like, all right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. No.
I actually have a great cop story. So this happened
He's a
last
good
weekend.
guy. That was a good cop, though.
That's
That
a
was
good,
a great guy.
Well, that's like reasonable.
I liked
And
him
you
a
were
lot.
going to a wedding. You had a suit. It's
I was
not like you just
speeding
made
a
it up.
lot.
You didn't have a suit with you or anything.
I was not late in the least.
No, not at all. You got there early and you sat in the truck
I was like
for
an
a half
hour early.
You and Sean were doing shots in the flask while I was sick.
We still didn't know each other that well.
No.
That was
No.
weird.
He just hopped in my truck and it was so nice.
It's like,
Yeah.
And then your dad came out and he had a flask, I think, right?
Yeah, I had
Sure.
a flask that I
Oh
was,
yeah.
Yeah.
I got you guys flasks.
Sure.
Oh yeah. But I had so we were at Allie's grandparents the other day, right? Last Sunday. And I had to call the police.
Hmm.
I forgot about this completely.
What do you mean you forgot?
So, I just-
Can have
so,
some more of this? Is
There
that-
was take it, yeah, please.
Okay.
I don't keep this stuff to hoard for myself. I'm not drinking all that all the time. Clearly, I thought that for my birthday 6.5 months ago.
Same.
But we hear screaming, and there's like this lady like outside yelling. She's like, he's trying to stab me. He's gonna, kill me. And she's, screaming and cussing and throwing a big fit. And I'm like, what is going on? And they're all like looking around. I'm like, I went up to the front of the driveway. I'm like, what? It's like, that's someone's about to like possibly die. Like, what's going on? And I'm not kidding you. There's a guy in a ninja mask. Like in a ninja, like Mortal Kombat, like from like head to like the bottom of like a upper like costume with a sword, just like trying to get into this house and yell at this lady. And I go up there and he's like, "Oh, it's okay. Don't call the police. It's all right." And I'm like, that makes me actually want to call the police. And I'm like, so I call them and I'm on the phone, and this lady runs around the outside. And this guy's like, like screaming at her and stuff. And I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've seen right here. Like, not ever, but for a while. That's the most notable thing I've seen in like 10 years. And
Keep going.
This guy's just yelling with the sword swinging around above his head, and he's like, just screaming, like not even like just and it's just awkward. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not gonna go over there. Like, I mean, it's not my place just because I have a CCW to go do that. Like, I'm not going to go pull a gun on somebody, but it's like, I would have felt terrible if he did stab her. He didn't end up stabbing her, so that's good. But so I ruined the story, but I get, I'm waiting, I'm talking to him, not even a minute. She's like, okay, like the person I'm talking to, she's like, okay, you should see a cop car pulling up right about now. It's dead silent. I'm like, I don't know. All right, and just two explorers pulled up, nice and quiet, silent. They got out of the car, and I saw one from a distance, looked like a pretty big guy, and he started walking over there and talking to him, and he started coming back over towards like the rest of because like like 5 or 6 people were gathered now from the neighborhood because there's cop cars now and there's stuff going on and we're talking, and he's like, who called in? Who called the police? I was like, I'm sitting there sweating now, and as he gets closer, this man is giant, and I'm not trying to be excessive, but he would easily, like, if he was standing next to the Rock, he'd be larger. It was big boy, like, looked like he was in spandex in his, suit, or in his, uniform. I'm telling you, man, big dude, and he's just like, nah, they're out of their mind over there. He's like, yeah. They knew who I was talking to because I didn't have an address or anything. I told them on like the corner of this street and this street, and they just knew exactly. Oh. And they went over there and they're like, no, they're drugged out of their mind, man. He's like, we're gonna talk to him or whatever. But they ended up driving away by the time we were done. It's like, what? Like, I don't care if you're drugged out of your mind. You're trying to kill somebody. Well, maybe not, but I guess you're screaming and. Oh, you're gonna get killed by this. This lady's doing that. I'm assuming somebody's trying to stab somebody when they have a sword. And they're like, "Well, that's what it is." I'm like, "That's interesting." It's a weird thing. And there's people going in. Like when we were watching, the cops went in the house, and there's people going in and out. And I was like, I would be freaking out right now. That's just the weirdest situation I've ever seen. There's just people, like not cops, like just people going in and out of the house while this is all going down. I'm like, maybe the cops are so used to these people or they know them.
That's quite possible.
And that's a good possibility. But I'm like, my first thought was, man, I wouldn't let anyone out of the house where I'm doing this because I don't know what's going to... I mean, somebody just had a sword. Like, what's coming next? I mean, I'd be worried. As a cop. Crossbow. I mean, anything. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what they're drugged out on, but I was like, man, that's not okay. But they thought, whatever. They were pretty calm with it, and they were fine. There wasn't any screaming or yelling after that. They diffused it, so, I guess, in a way, obviously they did their job. No one got hurt, whatever, but it's like, it was just odd to see. Everyone was like, oh, that's crazy. Those people have been like that for years. I'm like, stop giving them excuses, though. Like, why would you, like, what? Just weird.
It's pretty cool.
But it's pretty
cool. Somebody's just got to stab each other and then they just don't.
You just let them.
At one point it seems like it would help sometimes, but I don't know if I want to advocate for
another moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Should they be stabbed?
Should
Is that
more-
the title
week
of
on
this
Bird
podcast?
Armors.
Yeah. Should they be stabbed?
should they be stabbed? Dun dun dun. But
Law and Order.
Should the cop pull you out of your vehicle? Should they be stabbed?
should
There's
they?
a lot of moral dilemmas.
This could be the intro right here.
This would be.
Should the
You
cop
cut
pull
it.
out of your vehicle? Should he stab you? And then write it.
Up next on Third Armors. We're
Your
sponsored
word
by
from our
Squarespace
sponsor.
this week.
Oh yeah, but it just that is an interesting thing. I just was not expecting that opposite. Just playing with the kids over at the grandparents on Sunday afternoon. Just ninja suit, sword wielding,
Ninja.
normal
Ninja.
stuff. Yeah, well, yeah.
Out there throwing Judy kicks.
Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
ninja in a spandex suit. Ninja stars.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Going back to the storm this morning or earlier. Man, I've been talking to a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of people asking me when I'm actually going to buy a motorcycle. I don't understand
When
why
are you
everyone's
buying a
putting.
motorcycle?
See, you're doing.
Motorcycle.
We all
I'm getting
wanna
a lot
know.
of pressure.
We got motorcycles.
I
Buy a
know,
1000
I know.
double R. You love
Dude,
it.
I know.
Don't
I
have to
will.
do anything to it. It's faster than you could ever
it
want.
It needs things.
Well, it's like 2.6 seconds. 0
Yeah.
to 60.
I well,
It's
yeah.
like
no big deal.
4, so
Just buy a
It's
Tesla
what?
now.
4.
4? What are you trying
4?
to say?
No, it's not.
0 to 60.
Dude, my last bike, it was a 650. It was like
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
3
Maybe
seconds.
I'm wrong. Hang
I
on.
hope you're wrong. Hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
1000 double R.
Granted, I
0 to
did
60.
race your bike and I won.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 650. Oh, we drag raced
Yeah,
though.
but your car is pretty rowdy, so I mean, 4 seconds. What? Hold on. What did you say? 4 seconds?
Yeah.
All right. I'm saying 2.7.
I wonder what that'd feel like on a bike. I'd be interested.
BMW. Hang on.
Oh, the
This is
RR, the
No,
1000
I'm
RR
talking
is a
about
little
a
wild. Oh, you're talking, no, I forgot you have a
Honda.
BMW.
Yeah, Honda 1000
I'm seeing
double R is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I'm thinking about the
3.1.
We're right in the middle. I'm closer.
What'd you
though.
say?
I said 4. No, this says
I said
3.1.
That's pretty
2.7.
quick.
It's got a lot of torque.
Yeah. We should do
You said
we should do an
BMW?
8th mile. It'd be fun.
Look up Honda. I'll look up Honda.
I mean, my 60. I go 0 to 60 faster, but it'd still be fun. I want to see.
Oh, I'm so cocky.
Oh, I'm not that cocky after freaking hitting that plastic pole.
When they're trying to buy your nicotine.
No, I bought was a 6-pack that day.
6-pack of vapes.
Ooh, no, I got a 12-pack. I got those tall boy Bud Lights. Had those on sale, and I was like, oh yeah. And I pulled out of the drive-through and just turned right into the pole. I don't know. They just right into it. Just clipped a quarter. That should be getting fixed next week. Thank God. We got all the stuff for that today.
500 bucks.
Everything.
500 bucks?
It's more than that now since I'm not going to the dealer. I'm having
Hey,
Dad
dude, I
do
was
it, and
talking
we're buying a
about
bunch of stuff with it.
Honda 1000 double R, not BMW.
Well, no, technically I'm not paying for anything.
3.6.
Lame.
Yeah,
Mm.
so lame.
Just wait till
Faster than
Elon
1000
drops a
double
bike.
R.
It's gonna be silly.
That would be cool.
I want that look.
Excuse
I want that 4-wheeler.
What 4-wheeler?
Isn't the Cybertruck trailers?
There's a package you can get with the Cybertruck that
Hmm.
comes with a electric 4-wheeler.
Supposedly, I don't think the 4-wheeler is gonna be real yet, but there's supposed to be an adventure, like a package, something like that. Then you get the tent and like the truck bed stuff and everything with
Imagine
that
going
though.
overlanding in a Cybertruck.
Dude, it'd be awesome. Why wouldn't you?
Pretty cool.
Guess you have to find a way to charge it, but
Bring a generator.
that defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still charge it. I mean, who
Yes.
cares? I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's still cheaper than filling it up.
That's not the point. The whole
No, I
point
know.
is environmental.
Yeah, but I would use it as an awesome truck. Like that thing is as fast as my car, if not faster. It's ridiculous. It runs
When's
like
that
10.
coming out?
I think end of this year, next year, something like that. There's been some people being like, I don't think it's gonna be real. I'm like, I don't. I mean, they're taking orders on it. It's real. I mean, they have multiple demonstrations of it. He's been driving her around. It's been in New York and Texas. I mean, they have multiple of them now. Like, I bet it'll be real. The Plaid just came out, and that's
Plaid.
silly. Yeah, the Model S Plaid now.
What's that?
Oh, it does. Oh,
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
no.
It's the hyped up Model S P100D, but it's the Plaid. It's got the tri-motor, like over 1,000 horsepower. Oh, it's ridiculous. It'll do over 200 miles an hour. Or a Tesla, that's just nuts. It's 0 to 60. It'll pull you over. It's like over 1.2 G's accelerating. It's insane. He was just tweeting about that today, and obviously I'm just being obnoxious. I like and reshare everything I like. People I'm sure hate me, but that's fine. I don't care.
That's fine.
It's all just for guns and
They can block you.
obnoxious political views. So that's another quote. I got followed by Josh Mandel this week.
Oh yeah.
I did. I got a retweet from Louder with Crowder, and I was like,
What?
"Oh
No
yeah,
kidding.
I did. Yeah." I
That's
was
pretty
see
cool.
It. Let's see it. I don't believe it.
Oh yeah.
What did you tweet?
No, I did. I got a like by them. I got
see, that's way different.
well, I did their thing, but I got a retweet by one of their cast members. It was a lower cast member. It wasn't actually him himself, but it was still someone part of the LWC team. Oh, I've been called some horrible things this week as well. That's not been great.
Yeah. By whom?
Everyone.
Damon, don't say everyone.
Well,
It's
okay.
not- I didn't
a
call
lot
you
of
a
people.
name.
I was about to
A lot
say.
of people. I don't know these
Sean,
people.
I like you.
I don't know what
Well enough.
Here.
Unking Done means. I mean, and this is just a picture of a cat.
What's it say?
They're just random things.
Don't
I
read
mean,
the
people
comments.
Well, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I get
Yeah,
called
you
random
are.
things.
You're reading them right now.
Yeah, but I'm not replying to them. I'm not baiting. I'm not
You're
I'm not
reading
buying
them.
the
I
bait.
didn't say replying. I said reading.
Right.
Right?
You're gonna end up killing yourself.
No,
Oh,
I don't care what
God.
people say. People call
Oh,
me terrible
no.
things. I'm like, that's what it is. I just don't reply.
This podcast's
when
gonna
people
go
say
away.
things. No.
Oh no.
Who's
No.
gonna take it over?
Oh yeah.
Sean, I'll have to do without you.
Do without me, I'll be
It's
gone.
just gonna be two
So-
hours.
oh, yeah, so that's what I did.
Your house and
Oh no, that's what. No, I got a reply from the LWC News, so Louder Crowder team.
What did
So
you say?
I retweeted one of the things about Megan Rapinoe because she's silly. I said she can't even. Oh, so their thing was because she's now the face of Victoria's Secret, right? So she said
Sure.
Victoria's Secret replaces attractive models with Megan Rapinoe to sell lingerie, and it's obviously a picture of the angels and then her,
a
and
picture.
it's not great. Well, it's a
I like to see it.
picture. One of these days I'll be good enough to put this up on the
Shit.
screen when this happens. But yeah, so I got a reply with another video from them, and I was like, man, I feel blessed.
Blessed.
What do they-
Hashtag
what do
blessed,
they
baby.
So they sent me back another video. So this is from them. You can see it.
No.
It's real. And they sent me a video of Megan Rapinoe, whatever, and I just replied to that as well. I didn't get anything from that. I got a like from one of their team members from that. But I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I got the follow from Josh Mandel. I opened my phone up and I was like,
That's
whoa.
out of the blue.
That was, yeah, that's a blue check mark. That's somebody running for Senate. Yeah, look, Josh Mandel followed you. There's a check mark next to that one. I was like, that's impressive. I've been tweeting the right things. It's all a weird game. I've noticed. I've picked up like when after I got
All you
that.
do is just retweet things, and everyone's like, alright.
Well, I'll comment on stuff or I'll retweet stuff, and I mean, this is not big compared to anyone big, but after that one retweet from them, from the Louder with Crowder people, when they replied, I got 20 followers just like that within like 2 minutes, and I was like, that's interesting, is how that works. And I just noticed when I comment on things or talk to stuff, people just, you're followed by this person. I'm like, that's just weird how that works. Like, the more you interact with this, obviously the more people see you, the more people there's millions, if not billions of people on that, so they see it all.
Blue check marks.
That's how I'll shoot for it. That's the idea.
How do you get a check mark?
Yeah, what does
You
it
just have
take?
to, so you take you picture of your license. You have to send it all in. They have to verify you as a person. And you can do that anytime. Some small people only have 10, 15,000 followers. And they get blue check marks, but you have to be actually verified. You have to have something that you're verified for, from what I understand. So, bigger accounts. Some people that they don't like even have 500,000 to 800,000 followers. They don't get a blue check mark just because they don't like them. It seems like it's interesting how that. You just got to do the right things, or if you're if someone of actual importance, they have to do it because people will question them. But if you're just some random political person or some random like car person or whatever, like have 600,000 followers, that is whatever.
Damon, if you get a blue check mark, will you make sure I get one, please?
Well, you're not on Twitter.
Do you
So
have
I'll make a Twitter.
Do you have that kind of power as a blue checkmark person?
I will try to bring you up. I mean, right
I'll make
now
a
I'm
Twitter.
still under 100 followers, but
I don't see any need for a Twitter.
I jumped from like 30 to like 80 and real quick, and that is,
Yeah, I'll start a third Armorers one just called the Gun Poppy and just
Gun Poppy.
You should just all gun stuff all day
Your
long.
face
Repost
just
everyone.
zoomed in on your mustache.
That could be like, can you have like a
Shaver.
like Facebook or like a cover photo?
Yeah.
Can it just be my mustache?
You could.
Also, what's going on? You've got a beard going on.
Yeah,
or
you've
not?
been
Yeah, I
growing it
need
out.
to.
Hey, shave that, just mustache though.
Y'all poured.
What's going on, Poppy?
Yeah, the Gun Poppy with the stash.
Sorry, Damon. I would have poured you some more, but the glass
way
is
over
kind
there.
of far away.
You're all good. I still had some.
I'm sorry.
The Gun Poppy YouTube channel. I'm thinking, how funny would it be if I just started a YouTube channel, just
Gun
called the
Poppy.
Gun Poppy.
Gun Poppy.
Yeah, I just went right into it,
Seems
like I've
like
been
catch
doing
on.
it for years. Like,
I mean-
thanks for coming.
That's
We
right.
have a full auto 22 machine gun today. And just go for it. And like nothing, like I've just been doing it forever.
That'd
And
be
then you
ideal.
just set up a range
The
like
more
Pick Lock
comfortable-
45.
Yeah.
The more comfortable you are, the easier people are gonna
I just think
watch
it'd
it.
be really funny. Like, where's this guy been? And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Well, ever since I started tweeting or like sharing the videos from YouTube onto Twitter, they picked up views. I mean, it's most of the time like one a day, but I've noticed the
Oh,
ones on my
yeah.
channel, like, it's only in the high 30s now. It's nothing crazy, obviously, at all. But I put it on there and it only had like 17 or 19 views, and then every day for the past 2 weeks, it's like I get one extra view on that. Not a lot, obviously, but it's still something. And you get big enough, you start following the right gun stuff, you start showing gun stuff, people eat that up.
Yeah,
Be a good one.
Sean here, he's got some knowledge.
I do have some knowledge.
That's what I said, some knowledge.
So,
Yeah.
so I just want to emphasize that it was some, not a lot.
Yeah, more than
It was
most.
an easily quantifiable amount of knowledge.
It is some knowledge that people could very easily acquire themselves.
Mm.
That involved them.
Don't
doing
undersell
stuff.
yourself.
It's all out there. That's all I'm saying. It's
Everything's out there.
It's not special.
Yeah,
Just gotta find it.
there's a lot of stuff out there.
Gotta get the
Alright.
document.
There is a lot of wrong information.
There's a lot of
out
stuff
there.
out
You gotta
there,
look at
man.
the right documents.
Well, see.
Yeah, I mean-
You don't want to be getting wrong answers out there.
No, can't.
It's-
You gotta get the whole thing.
Yeah.
You gotta take it all. It's just-
I take it all in.
He does take it all in, I'll attest to it.
It's
Oh,
in multiple
ooh.
ways.
This is good. See, this is a lot more laid back and comfortable this time anyway.
I don't know about that.
We're more loosened up. It's a lot more comfortable. We're just talking, chatting, talking about guns, whiskey, random things, police officers. That's much more
Police
comfortable.
officers, man, I tell you what.
Police
The
officers.
po-po.
The po-po.
Let's
Live
talk
PD.
about traffic cameras.
I hate them.
They're loud now
Speeding
here
ticket,
again.
traffic cameras.
Oh,
Dude, alright, check this out, alright? I'm sorry.
I feel you. No, you're talking.
I'll finish this real quick.
No,
It'll
don't-
take
don't
about a
make it
minute,
quick.
alright?
Knock it out. 15
So-
minutes.
Knock it out.
38
So, I was
minutes.
picking up a washer and
Extra.
dryer from my sister's house.
Nice.
Taking it to my cousin's house. 2 favors in one. It was raining. So I was speeding, trying to not ruin their washer and dryer. Trying to get them there. And guess what? I get a ticket in the mail like 2 weeks later. And it's just like a picture. Washer and dryer in the back of my truck and my license plate. Doing 2 favors at once. And I got a ticket for it.
Check this out.
Are you kidding me?
That's why I run a smoked cover.
Doesn't work. I got a ticket from a traffic camera last October.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking into it, and it's not like a legal thing, but the city can still be like, hey, you owe us money.
Still suspend your license for it.
Well, I just
Mhm.
ignored it for the last 8 months, and
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the year, I have not
Yeah.
heard a single thing.
Really?
Well, I think, there was something weird here in Ohio with that, where they made it to where they didn't, they couldn't,
It was-
completely enforce it,
Yeah,
but
'cause
now
it
I
was
think
a-
it's actually
it wasn't a
is
state
treated
thing.
like
it
an
was
actual,
a city thing.
yeah, now it's treated like an actual ticket, though, I believe.
And,
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, they changed some of it up now, and they're allowed to have them, and they're
Yeah.
supposed to be able to use them and
I
actually be able to collect.
wasn't planning
take
on
money from
ignoring it, but then they quit bothering me, and I was like, well,
I never knew that. I was wondering what happened.
Couldn't tell. Yeah, yeah, it's weird how that works. I haven't had one of those yet.
Dude, I was doing like 50 in the 35 the other day on my motorcycle on the same stretch of road. I got that ticket on.
35's got it,
and
too.
I was like, oh, it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
Way too fast on a motorcycle.
There's no
Yeah.
traffic or traffic.
And that's part of the
I was just
reason I don't
cruising.
get one.
I was
Yeah.
just going at a comfortable speed, and then like, oh, I'm doing 25 over.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it. Like in my car, even though it's quick, it's like it's a big car.
Pretty quick.
I can feel it. Like I can feel I'm going fast. Like I can see it. On a motorcycle,
just
I'd
hard.
imagine you're just cruising. I mean, you're still feeling it. You're still seeing
It's
it. Like
nice.
I've been on I've been on bikes before, but it's not.
Well, yeah, on a motorcycle, you're just sitting there, you go for
Yeah.
a red light, and then you're just clicking through gears, and it's nice
Yeah.
and windy, and you're just like, oh, this is nice. And you look down, and you're like, oh, I'm going way too
Especially
fast.
on that BMW.
Yeah, that thing will
It's
get you in
pretty
trouble.
fast.
Yeah, but you talked
1200
about that
cc?
last time.
Did I?
Yeah, if you're talking about the coilover on the back, you got to replace.
I do, once I'm rich.
What's
That thing's
the
pretty
ridiculous
fun.
price?
I like
well,
it.
that's
It's
for the
pretty
really
bike. I
nice
like it a
bike.
lot.
You'll probably get one that's not that nice. And
There
I
is
like
some,
the bike.
we got some pictures of that bike on Instagram.
On Instagram. Look them up.
I
Show them
think I
where
got
they're
one.
That's not
Do you
on
have pictures of
mine.
you? No, it's on mine.
I was put it on Snapchat.
You got a picture on your Instagram.
Oh yeah, when I bought it, yeah, because I had it hooked up to my brand new truck.
You
Yeah.
said steel. What's that quote?
Hang on a second.
It said.
I don't have a whole lot of posts to go through here.
Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I think
Well,
I
you
got it.
gotta
I
get
think
your
I
blue
got it.
check
I think I
mark
got it.
out.
I think I got it.
That's the gun
Oh, I
body.
do have
Steel
that
is
one on
all
there.
there
Dude,
is.
so that's the
What's the
picture. I
caption?
took,
Yeah, I got that one.
No,
Oh,
that
that one-
pretty little frame around the telephone
But
pole.
then on this one I said, all nature has a potential for steel. There is nothing else there.
It's good.
That's the one, man.
And you said looks faster than falling.
Dude,
I got that from Elon Musk.
Elon
you know.
said that today. I said that. I was thinking, like, oh.
Oh, he
you're
said that
sorry.
like
That's
a
right.
year ago.
I know, but he said it again today, and I thought about you
It's
immediately.
fast and falling.
Yeah,
He's
that's what he's talking about
Oh.
the Tesla. When he was talking about the 1.2 G, he
faster
said it's
than
faster than
falling.
falling. Yeah,
I
I was like,
commented that
just
on that
that.
and your thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't think you liked it.
I'm sure I did. I like all your guys' stuff. Well, on Instagram.
dudes. Yeah, I stole your guys being dudes twice now.
Guys,
That's
being
not
dudes.
our thing.
I didn't-
That's from a Vine from like 15
Yeah.
years ago.
Oh, I stole it from somebody.
I don't think I've ever.
Well, the Vine
Listen.
originally is a college football coach, and the team's practicing on the field. And he's like way up in the stands looking at him, and the camera's like on the players, and then it pans over to the coach, and he just looks at the cameras, and he's like looking, and he looks over, he's like, "Just guys being dudes. There's nothing better."
I never knew that.
I miss the old Vine days.
Oh yeah, those were the days back in like 2010.
How long were those videos?
6 seconds.
Yeah, man, I
They
miss.
could cram a lot.
Well,
Or some people
like
could.
the shoe guy, the Daniel. God,
Oh,
we used to
yeah.
say that. Everyone
Oh,
said that.
Yeah.
And then he got that shoe spot. I mean, he got
Yeah.
the free Vans for life. It's wicked.
Yeah, I forget what they did that ruined it, but everyone just quit using it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what happened when it got like turned off or stopped because it like got like. I mean, you can't.
They
have
just
it
changed the
anymore.
way like the formatting was, and everyone thought it was dumb, so they just quit using it.
I thought it got like taken offline. I don't think mine was real anymore.
Now they just changed everything about it,
Oh.
and then everyone was like, "This is dumb." And then,
Yeah, now everyone's TikTok anyway. Wouldn't matter.
yeah, it's just because TikTok just replaced it with what Vine was. So.
Yeah. Interesting. It's weird how they keep trying to ban TikTok.
I don't think it's weird.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense, and I get it. But it's interesting because even the companies based here still sell our data everywhere.
Oh yeah,
It's like
but they're selling it internally.
internally to the world, and then
Yeah.
it gets leaked.
I'm still scared about that AliExpress purchase. So we'll see how that goes. I should
It's
have.
all good.
Yeah,
It'll
we'll
be
see.
fine. Everyone uses AliExpress. It just
Do they?
Oh yeah, a lot of people bring it up.
Okay.
I mean, it's a big thing for a reason.
Is it a big thing?
Yeah, it's like using Alibaba.
I've never been. I don't even know what that is.
Alibaba's a
Same
direct
thing,
competitor. Competitor. Competitor for like.
Whiskey's getting to him.
Yeah, competitor for like.
pepper spray.
Competitor to like eBay and Amazon. I mean, it just comes from
Alibaba.
China.
Alibaba.
Yeah, from Jack
And the
Ma.
pepper spray.
You know what I don't understand is I bought that solvent trap on
Mhm.
AliExpress, and they had you could either have U.S. shipping or China shipping. U.S. shipping was $17, and then the solvent trap was $15. Or if you went China shipping, it was free, and the solvent trap was $25.
I can see it.
Why? How is it cheaper to send something from China?
Who knows?
Whatever. It'll be here at the end of July. I don't care.
Also, you need to tell me about your rock climbing revelation.
Yeah.
Oh,
that you have.
Josiah.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
It's not that big. I mean, it's really. I mean, I just thought it was pretty.
Okay. Take a sip. Take a break.
Take a break.
Take a breath.
Okay, so
Okay.
it was a sport climbing thing.
Mhm.
So this dude, it was an advertisement for some like practice chains. You could like they were magnetic. This dude stuck them to his refrigerator so he could practice cleaning anchors. And what he did, he had his harness on and everything. Put his clip draws in, clipped himself in. But what he did.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
What's
Clip himself in. All right, you know how you take a bite of rope, you tie a knot in it, and you clip it so you don't drop it. He did that, but what he did.
The suspense.
He took a bite of rope and he put it back through the bottom chain and then tied a knot in it. And I was like,
Wait, so you're not tying off on your harness?
well,
to
he
the
took
two
two quick draws
Okay.
and then he put the rope through those.
Mm-hmm.
And then he took another one and he put it through, the chains, and then he clipped that to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So then the bottom chain still had nothing in it.
Mhm.
So then he took a bite of rope, put it through the bottom chains, and then tied it off into an inline figure eight.
Mm-hmm.
And then all he has to do, he just untied his figure eight and clipped himself in to the one he just tied, and then you don't have to like tie a whole new one.
Oh.
And you just clip right into it, get on down.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
and I was really upset that I just never thought of that. He did it in like 30 seconds, and I was like, oh my, that's so much easier.
See?
And I was just
What do you mean,
amazed.
See.
Making videos, doing stuff like that, showing people these things. It's cool.
I
It's
can't believe
fun.
I've never seen anyone do that, and I was
Yeah.
like, it made so much sense.
I've been so excited all day to hear this.
I just saw that and I was like,
pretty cool.
oh, how did we never think of that?
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense. It's so much, you're just cutting out like 4 steps, and it's still just as safe. You just use a carabiner instead of tying it right to your harness, you just clip yourself in instead, and you just lower yourself down.
That's what we'll do in our gun videos. We'll put carabiners and everything.
That's what we're going to, that'll work. That'll work. And it just blew me away. And so that's my big news.
That's pretty good news.
If we ever go climbing again, we'll have to utilize.
When we do, we'll go soon.
It's way too
I hope.
hot.
Yeah,
Well, we
it's pretty
still
fun.
could.
Well, it's not too
Pretty
hot for
hard.
some yakking, though.
What
guys
happens
wanna go
when
down
I
tomorrow?
cuss? What do you do?
Let's bleep it out now.
Cuss like 3 times.
It's all good.
3 times, Damon.
I don't think you said.
I did twice.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll catch
And I
it.
just
I'll bleep it
half
out.
did just now.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll catch it.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Said I'm sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Gail.
Gail.
I didn't mean to.
Gail.
Gotta go shoot some rabbits in Rachel's yard. Yeah.
She's a good gal and she has a lot of rabbits.
Dude, she does. She's a good.
There's a lot of
I
rabbits.
like
out
some
there.
Marion material.
Once I get that suppressor in the mail.
You single. You don't need a suppressor.
I know, but how much cooler would it be?
I mean,
Actually, you know what? I could take the old
It doesn't
17
matter.
Mach
You
2
just
out of
pop
there.
them, dude.
Maybe.
Dude, years ago, man, I
Oh,
killed.
that's
Alright,
crazy.
it's not illegal. I kill like 16 rabbits a year, easy. I just pop
16
them.
or 60?
16.
Okay.
Let's not exaggerate here. Doesn't mean they'd be just terrorizing the gardens.
Oh, wreck
And
it.
there's so many.
The
I mean,
gardens.
it's an expression how, rabbits multiply. I mean, it's true. I mean, you just pop as many as you can. You just toss them over the fence. Coyotes eat them. Everybody's happy.
Did you get hit the
My gardens are
coyotes?
not getting eaten. Coyotes
Yeah.
are getting fed.
Yeah,
Rabbits are going.
then
It's a
you
good
get to
deal
shoot
for
the
everybody
nuisance.
except for the rabbits.
We should definitely do some coyote hunting.
Yeah.
Because they are a nuisance and they're not good to have around.
I've never had a problem with the coyote.
Well, what I really just want to do is make a coyote head.
That is not very much. Pour some more, Dane. What are you doing, man?
I'm not going to say no. But I really just want to make a headdress out of one. That's all.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had that from. Did you want one?
Was it a fox?
I
that
guess
he
a
had,
little
or was it
bit.
a coyote?
I think it's a fox. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a
it was a
fox.
But how
Just
sick
said
would
that.
that be?
Thanks, bud.
Oh, yeah.
We could. I mean, we'll have to see how things go. But I can get a thermal scope when we had the boys weekend. Because we heard that one guy coyote hunting that one night. You can get the calls for like $30. They don't cost anything.
No.
You set it out in the field, let it go wild, and you set it with your thermal and just.
Yeah.
It's just like a screaming rabbit.
Yeah.
Like a
express the
distressed
sound,
rabbit.
like a dying animal, so they come running in.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm hungry.
You can get
and
some that have an electronic tail that flips around, and they run in to check it out, and then you.
I think the guy at work was telling me about. He said he uses a female fox call, and the coyotes come after that. He said he showed me a bunch of pictures of some hunts he did. He says his favorite thing is hunting coyotes in the winter in the snow because it's just
that's the best time to do it because
and they're all
that's their
going
mating
crazy.
season.
Yeah. So he calls with a female fox call. And he said every time he hit the call that night, he killed a coyote. And he just showed me picture after picture. He killed like 6 of them one night. Because he just kept calling them in. And they just kept coming. He literally, at the end of it, he just had a truck bed full of them. And I'm like, that's crazy.
You can make some cool stuff out of their pelts.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he gives it to somebody because they use it. And he doesn't do anything with it. But
well, this is... someone's doing something with it.
Right. He clears it off. He said something about, like, I think it's his neighbor's, like, farm or something. He gets it off of that, and then he gives it to somebody who does stuff with actual, like, I don't know if they do taxidermy or whatever, but I didn't get details on that, but they do something with it.
At least he doesn't just throw it in a dumpster.
Right. Yeah, that'd be the one thing. I wouldn't know what to do with it, because I'm not going to eat a coyote.
Nah.
I could, I guess.
I heard old Steve Ranella ate one of his episodes as a meat eater, and he said it tasted pretty much like a cold, like barbecue pork sandwich. It's the closest thing he could relate it to.
It'd be interesting.
I don't think I could eat one, but
I don't know if I would.
Sure as hell make one into a cool hat.
Oh
With
yeah.
some shoes.
See, I wish I could have got that from my grandpa's stuff.
Yeah. What his whole dress?
Yeah, the whole thing, his
armor
armor and all that
made?
stuff. Yeah.
Where is your dad
Who got
have that?
that?
I don't know who has that. I think my uncle got that.
I mean, if anything,
Joe?
it's a pretty sick thing to have sitting in your corner.
Just
That
cool.
whole
I would totally have that back here.
Oh yeah, and that thing we could see now. We could make one.
Good. Oh, we could do it in his image. We could do it for him. We're gonna have to.
Shoot a deer, take its ribs,
Yeah,
whittle
but
it on down.
he used a fox. I don't know.
Well, that was just the headdress, though. He
I
used
know.
like deer ribs for the.
I've seen a lot of foxes in this area.
He also had
Really?
leather armor on it though too.
Yeah, but the important part is the bone armor, because that just first off that sounds badass.
Yeah.
I got armor made out of shit that I killed.
Cool.
That's,
What were you gonna say though? I didn't mean to say that.
I was saying there's a lot of foxes right around here.
There is. Yeah.
I keep seeing little fox families.
I mean, I took
Pretty
a bunch of
cool.
pictures at Holdfast of those
Could you
foxes.
shoot a fox? I don't think I could shoot a fox.
I don't
That's
think
why I
you
didn't know
shoot
how that
them. I don't
works.
think so.
Unless
I
it's like
wouldn't-
actually
I don't
farming
wanna
one of your
shoot a
animals, I
fox.
don't think you can.
If I had like a farm and it was eating all my chickens and everything.
I sure don't want to.
But
I
don't
like
really-
foxes.
yeah,
They're
I don't-
cool.
I
I
don't
like
just-
looking at them. I don't
yeah.
want to shoot them.
Yeah, foxes are cool. I guess coyotes are cool too, but they cause problems.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
coyotes.
there's
There's
a
not
lot.
many foxes.
Yeah, that's true. You see
What was
coyotes a lot more than
Like I
foxes.
see a lot of. I
was-
see several beavers. I don't want to shoot a beaver. Beavers are cool. I like looking at them.
What was it? I think
Rabbits,
it
though,
was,
man.
Oh,
There's
it
a lot
was
of
on
rabbits.
that podcast I was talking to you about. It was Joe talking with Post Malone about coyotes.
Mhm.
And they're everywhere, and it's just great. Like, they're a nuisance
well,
everywhere.
In Michigan, they're mating with wolves, and you have those core wolves,
Yeah.
and they're big. Like
Dogs. It's like
yeah,
full-on
they're just-
dog.
I mean, well,
Big
that's what
dog.
Yeah, but they're huge.
Yeah.
For coyotes, and yeah, that's cause problems.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying. Could you imagine, like, a wolf or, even just where are wolves around here? I wouldn't
Dude.
want to go wolf. I don't know if I
Upper
could.
Michigan, I don't think you can hunt.
No,
well, I'm
but-
sure you can, but I want to.
Could you? No, that'd be scary.
How
I mean,
tall
they're-
do wolves
huh?
get?
Oh, dude, they're
They're
huge.
big,
Dude,
giant.
yeah, people are telling me that.
I
They're
saw
so
some when I was in
tall.
Yellowstone.
You
Just
did?
a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah?
We're just driving on the road.
How tall?
We saw. I mean, they're pretty far away,
Very interesting.
but they're
massive.
huge. Like
Like,
you
yeah.
see them in pictures, and they're like, oh, it's a dog. But then you like see them next to somebody, and they are enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
and
be one of the
somebody's telling me
worst-
like they're like
oh.
4 or 5 foot tall, like to their
Giant.
back, like
Yeah.
just on their 4 legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's as tall as me. I
Be
mean,
terrifying. I mean, I couldn't have,
wild.
like, that'd be one of the worst ways to go out too, because they're just
Yeah, but
just
they
biting you
don't.
up,
They get
That's
9 or
right.
10 of
eating
them.
you, eating you alive.
But they don't do that.
I mean, they'll
They
tear you up, though,
could.
and that's how they're gonna kill you. They're gonna bite you. They're gonna
but
rip you
they-
apart.
They're really
there's like no
hungry?
cases of that happening. That's not
Sean,
the
they
thing.
might be really hungry. Might be no rabbits in the area that might just
I
want to
guess
eat a
maybe in a
Damon.
post-apocalyptic scenario, if
Damon
you're out
just walking around with his
I mean,
family.
if you're out
and they're
there
like,
hunting,
They
and
don't do. That's never happened.
I'm sure
it's
it has
happened.
somewhere.
It has
Either
to
way,
have.
I'm still more scared of a
Man, you're like the
wolf than a
skeptic on this show.
coyote. Yeah, you are.
I
You're
just know the facts. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Do you? I'll look into that.
Okay.
I'll fact check that for the next one.
Okay.
How many people are killed by wolves a year?
Zero.
Oh, you can look it up right now. Yeah, that's what we got phones for.
How many?
This stuff is so good. It's so surprising. I'm very happy with this.
Scary.
I like that we can hear the
I
tapping.
thought it said pork for a second. That's how I'd go killed by pork.
I mean, I'm sure.
More than wolves.
You know what the most deadly food on the planet is?
Don't tell me. Chicken.
No. From the last time I heard, but I'm pretty sure it's hot dogs. More people die by choking on hot
You and
dogs.
I are high risk for that.
Oh, people are gonna get the wrong impression of that one. Oh man.
Oh.
Alright, so.
High risk of choking on a hot dog.
There
We'll
are
definitely talk about that
few
one day.
historical records of modern cases of wolf attacks in North America.
There's few of
In the
them.
half century up to 2002, there were 8 fatal attacks in Europe and Russia, 3 in North America, and more than 200 in South Asia.
Okay, so in the last
It's not
South
very many.
Asia, you want to
last
stay away
19
from those
years,
wolves.
no one has
That's not
gotten
very
killed
many.
by a wolf.
Not that we. Well, I'm sure
But
someone.
they
More
could,
people have
if they
gotten-
wanted to.
Sure.
If their brain chemistry
I mean,
changes.
have you seen Liam Neeson get ready to fight some wolves?
Oh yeah, that movie.
What's that movie
wild.
called?
The Gray.
Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
watched that when it
Man.
came out, and I was riveted. 13-year-old me.
Oh, it was so good. I was
The
like, I want to
ending.
make some gloves.
Oh, the ending
Glass.
was so good.
It is
I think it was people were like, "That's lame," but that was a pretty sick ending.
pretty sick.
I was amped. At the
Sure,
end
you
of
got a
that
couple of them.
movie. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty dumb storyline, but I mean,
The wolves don't even look that big.
In the
The
movie?
wo-
They're like little dogs.
what?
They don't even look
You
that
seen
big.
the
Have you
movie?
seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
They're massive.
No.
You see that one at the end? I don't know. The thing that
I'll have to
annoys
rewatch
me
it.
about the movie is that they made it out so the wolves are like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But
They
it's-
don't seem as big as people tell
No.
me they are.
The one at the end of that movie was like 6 feet tall.
They're massive.
You need to watch it again.
I mean, if you already got it up, you see how big the wolves get, then that'll be your answer to how big they are. Like, they're massive.
Alright. Well, I gotta get out of here.
No, I feel
No,
you.
I
I
mean-
feel you. We'll pull up the rest of this afterwards.
Y'all can keep going.
Well,
Hang on, let's figure out how big wolves are.
Okay.
yeah, you
Let's
know
do
how
it.
big they are before you.
In that
They
particular
can
movie.
get up to 180 pounds.
That's as big as your Grace's dog.
But that's a
Massive,
dog
man.
that's all muscle that runs
Domesticated.
all day.
That dog sleeps 20 hours a day.
Muscle
If
dog.
they're standing to their shoulder, right, 2.8 feet. That's
Not impressed.
But what type of wolf though? Because there's different types of wolves.
This is a gray wolf.
2.8 feet. I'm not impressed.
That's at their shoulder. That's what
I don't
think
care.
Look pull that up, Sean. What's that? What's that?
Yeah,
What's
Sean.
the largest breed of wolves? See, this is one.
What are we actually looking up here?
Just how big wolves
You want to
get.
know how big they were?
Or how
the
some-
Mackenzie
How
Valley.
big they are in that particular movie?
Mackenzie Valley.
Mhm.
Okay, how big are
They're
they?
great.
Hang on, let me get more into this.
They're 2.9. But I don't know. Maybe
They just didn't.
Either way.
See, people are telling me like they're just huge. They're
they're
massive.
still
dogs.
big. Such a
Ooh.
180
I
pound
know,
dog
but-
is
dude,
giant.
I got a 180-pound dog in my house right now.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That's not all muscle. That's not.
If
a
they're standing
wolf.
up on their legs, the Mackenzie Valley wolf is 5'7".
I could take it.
That's
One-on-one.
big. I don't. I mean,
One-on-one. Me
One-on-one,
versus one wolf.
you're fighting a wolf
Bare
with nothing.
hands. I could take it. I
It's
rip its
5'7"
jaw
and weighs
apart.
153 pounds, and it's just shredded.
I guarantee I could take it.
I doubt it.
It'd
I'd
be
rip its
interesting.
jaw apart. I'd grab inside its mouth
You're
and
gonna
just
be
rip
Kong on a T-Rex.
it. Dude, I just grab it. And
Have you guys seen the Kong
It says
Verzilla?
they eat moose and bison. You think you
Dude,
could take
I
down
could take
a bison?
one. I'm not saying I could take a pack.
Maybe.
I could take one. I'm stronger than one
I feel
wolf.
like just moose and bison are pretty
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, but you're not talking about one taking down a bison.
No, but
It's a pack.
I know, but
And I am smarter than a bison. I'd like to
Josiah
think. I would like
has
to think anyways.
a higher IQ than a buffalo.
That's your title.
well, hanging bison and buffalo are two different things depending on where you come from.
Alright, well anyways, the point of the story is I could kill one wolf.
I don't know.
I'd like to think I could take any
With your
single
bare
dog.
hands.
Any single dog?
Any single
Yeah,
dog.
people are mauled by more people are mauled by and like probably chihuahuas. Than
They're
are
probably not
killed by
expecting it.
wolves.
Boys on the alert. I got
think
bit by
more
one dog and I'm ever since then.
I think
It's been
more
like 2 years
people
and I've been on the alert.
die by dog than being shot by guns.
That
Or be
sounds
shot
like
by
a fake
rifle.
stat.
Interesting statistic. Let's.
This sounds like a very fake stat.
I know that more people die by hands and feet than by actual gun.
Strangling? What do you mean feet?
Hands and feet, kicking somebody. I mean, you can stomp. You
Kick
can
somebody
curb,
in
what
the
about a
throat?
curb stomp? That's only foot.
The old
Yeah.
mouth open on the curb. American History X.
Oh yeah.
It says, well, this is between 2005 and 2019, canines killed 521 Americans.
That's not very many people.
You're
See what I'm
wrong.
saying? I could take
Mm.
one dog.
So-
Any breed.
I don't know. My dad's told me some
Dude,
stories.
make it happen. Let's do it. Any dog. I've not seen a single dog I couldn't take. One on one. I mean, if there's two, it probably gets me. Because there's a lot of animals that
You
go
ever play
right for
Call
the
of Duty?
throat.
Those things
A
will
man,
rip your
I'll
throat
elbow
right
it
out.
right in the face.
I just
And then
need
it's
to be like,
shocked. And then I just,
oh. And then
it's
what?
getting a little graphic. It's not for PG, but
Sounds like he's put a lot of thought
Sorry,
into killing
fans.
dogs your side.
yeah. I'm around a lot of mastiffs. I could take any single one at a
Your
time.
mastiffs are just big fat.
Alright, well, let's talk about wolves.
Yes, you know, wolves are just bred for killing.
I know.
Mastiffs are not.
Who said I'm not? Pretty sure I could take a single wolf. You
Well,
don't think I could?
No.
Why?
I don't think
Because
so.
Why?
they're enormous.
How? Dude, you just said they weren't that big. You just looked it up.
They're 5'7".
It's not even that big.
That's a whole person.
It's not
But
even
they
that
have
big.
way sharper teeth,
And they're
I'm
only
strong.
muscle.
and that's what they do is kill things.
I'm
All
sorry.
they have they have 100% stamina. They don't
Dude.
slow down.
Who said I slowed down?
Their stats are maxed out, Josiah.
Dude, I'm maxed out, dog. I'll rip its jaw apart. I'll straight jump inside its mouth. Boom!
Jump
But
in
that
its mouth.
Bugs Bunny cartoon where he gets inside that lion's mouth.
Dude, find a wolf, I'll fight it. Never know.
Sorry, I don't know anyone that has one.
Me neither, so quit talking, dog.
We'll
Think
name
you
this
moose?
one wolf fighting.
What were we gonna call it earlier?
This pod?
Yeah, we had
Oh, I
another
don't know.
title for it.
Oh, did we?
Gun butter?
Gun
No.
butter.
No, it's just
It's just weird.
I'll listen to it. We'll see.
because we discussed it.
But oh yeah, wolf.
Listen to a
fighting
lot
is
of our
good.
podcasts. I haven't listened to a single one.
You can fade this one out with a to be continued.
Oh yeah,
continue,
oh yeah.
to
We'll
be
keep going on
continued.
this.
Dude, let's
Maybe
find a wolf.
Maybe we'll have another
That'll make
bottle
us
to talk about
viral.
next
I'll
time.
fight it.
Maybe we should try different. Well, that'd be a lot every Friday to try
What's
some
that?
whiskeys, but we should
Yeah.
definitely we should definitely talk about stuff like that. It led into good conversation. We drank more. We freed up. It's good
I'm
stuff.
feeling good.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Oh man. But I
Dude.
know you gotta go, Josiah.
Well, Damon, I'm thinking you need to find a wolf.
Well, we'll find a
That's
wolf.
the next logical step.
You know, there's wolf breeders.
I'm really
in
stuck on
Ohio.
this because nobody
Wolf.
believes I can
What
fight a
if we-
wolf.
So
Find a big wolf. I don't.
Well, I don't
whatever
know-
size you want,
I
I'll
don't
fight
know
it.
how legal it is to
I
fight
don't
it.
know.
Well, because you're not gonna go and fight it not
Just
to
buy one
death.
as a pet.
No
If it
one's
wants to
letting
kill
you
me,
fight
I'm gonna
their
kill it
dog.
in self-defense.
Yeah, but if you train it, I mean, most time they're not great at direction.
I feel like if someone had a pet wolf, it'd be fairly domesticated. That's
well,
not the
dude,
same.
I don't know. If it attacks me, I'm attacking
Let's
it
go to
back.
Yellowstone. Let's walk around in the woods and scream for a while like a dying rabbit and see what happens.
Yeah.
Deal, dude.
All video.
But you're gonna have a gun.
Dude, I'm not.
No,
I'm not gonna have a gun.
Won't. He's not allowed. He's gonna do it with his bare hands. Is what he said.
Yeah, but what if Josiah gets attacked by
said
a
it.
wolf?
Well, I'll shoot off whatever one he's
Just shoot me in
fighting?
the head. Put
Yeah,
me out of
but
my
the
misery.
wolf isn't gonna stop
Dude,
fighting.
We're gonna go to prison for this. This is gonna.
That's not a good. You can't legally just go fight a wolf.
Dude,
Well,
who
not
said?
that, dude. They're more.
How's that illegal?
You know, okay, never
What
mind.
law says it's illegal to fight a
I
wolf?
bet there's like 7. I guarantee.
Oh, well, find a place you can
I don't
legally
know of
hunt a
any.
wolf and then take a knife.
You can't give him a
Listen.
knife. That's not fair.
Okay, then go
Y'all
out there.
said
Fine, go out bare hands.
Yeah.
Somewhere you can find a place anywhere in the
You
world
know,
to go
I got a
legally
story
fight a
that is
wolf.
very similar to this. All right.
Okay.
This will be quick.
Where's my vape at?
I don't know. I've been wanting the same thing.
I don't have
Do I
it.
have it?
Anyway.
Oh, I have it.
I don't
so,
have it. I give it a
probably
shot.
about 10 years ago, the Army
I
had
don't
a
have it.
program to diversify itself where they went and got recruits from Africa. So, it turned out really well. I know some really cool dudes from Africa. But my brother was in a unit with one of these guys from Africa that joined this program, and he was telling me that in his like tribe or whatever, it's like a rite of passage to go fight a lion. I don't know how true this is, because honestly it doesn't sound real.
But Africa, they have lions at least.
Yeah, and he was telling us to rite of passage to go fight a lion and kill it. He said the way to do it, and he did it apparently,
Mm-hmm.
was to get to a point where you can, once it like tries to bite you or whatever, you just shove your hand down its mouth into its
That's what I'm
throat,
saying.
and you make a fist, and eventually it just suffocates.
I think
So
it'll
big
bite
deal.
you. I mean, I guess you have to just deal with the bite.
I mean, choking,
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, I'm
And,
trying to get suck air. I
Apparently,
ain't
he
trying
said
to
he
bite
killed a
you.
lion just by shoving his hand down its mouth and waiting for it to die.
Hmm.
So maybe if you could work something like that out, Josiah.
Maybe.
Dude, don't say I can't fight a wolf when there's no wolf around. It's not fair. It's not fair to me or the wolf.
We'll get you in a cage.
Yeah, it's
Please.
a cage match with a.
Dude, I would
We'll
jump
have
in
to
a
find
cage
somewhere where
with
this
a
is
wolf.
illegal and want to do it, I
I
guess.
do
No.
not care.
So-
I will jump in there.
So what? At what point do you like when we notice
Yeah.
if you are losing? Do we let you?
Yeah, what do we
Yeah,
do?
you just let me die.
Okay.
I've rode a bull. I mean, you
I'm
think like,
bull can die by the
I mean,
mouth
you
of
think
a
he's
wolf.
just like, whoa, bull, don't stomp his head.
That's exactly
no,
what
I
they
mean,
do.
No,
Yeah.
he just stomps my head.
There's someone there
Might
ready
try
to
to chase-
divert, try to
Well,
do
yeah.
things.
You
he
were wearing
might
a
try.
helmet and a vest, Josiah.
He
Hard
still,
as counts.
dude, it's 2,000 pounds. It could still stomp my head through the helmet if
Yeah,
it wanted to.
well, that's
Like
you
a
got kicked in
perfect
the
fix.
I'd
face
rather
by the
fight a
one.
bull than a wolf, though.
Listen, you haven't seen me fight a wolf yet. You don't know.
I feel like I'd have a better chance of somehow evading the bull than the
I'm not
wolf.
even slightly scared of a wolf. One single
Not at all.
wolf.
I'm scared of both.
I'm not either because I know they're gonna come eat me.
One single wolf. I'll fight
Pretty
it.
smart.
Yeah.
Set it
They're not
up.
just gonna
Vans.
one-on-one attack you ever. I mean, maybe unless it's starving, but still
Dude,
big. I
I'm
don't
just-
think they'd do it.
and Sean's definitely right. There's not many wolf attacks.
Hmm.
Much less than I thought. It's kind of annoyingly right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Fucking annoyingly
Just trying to
right.
bring some
Well, we
logic
don't
into
have,
this.
I'm sure, the full statistics of South Asia, so they have the
Well-
most wolves.
Well,
How do you know?
Because he just said it.
y'all can't just say I'm not gonna fight a, a wolf will kill me when you haven't seen it. So.
I
Where
guess
are
we're
you
going to
guys?
South Asia and you're fighting a wolf.
They're in northern Michigan too. That'd be
Let's go to
way
northern
closer.
I'm sure it's illegal here to go fight a wolf.
Set
What's
it
going to
up, I'll
happen in
go,
Asia?
man. I mean,
You can probably hunt them in Michigan. There's
Well,
no laws
we could
there.
probably
You seen
order
that
a wolf.
place?
There's a lot of laws there. I've seen
we could
that
probably
place.
order a wolf.
I just went off on their governor
know what?
on
I bet
Twitter today.
It's like some secondhand lions. You ever seen that movie?
When I
Yeah.
was like 7. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Matt
mean, they
Damon.
just order
Look.
a lion to shoot it for, fun, and then they're friends with
Is
it.
that what it
but
was? Honestly, I was so young, I didn't know what the story was.
It's a great movie. It's a really good movie.
I just knew Matt Damon was in it, so I was interested.
Was he?
Where's Matt Damon?
Wait, is that not Matt Damon? Who's in it?
He has a kid?
Anything about Goodwill Hunting?
See the kid?
No, yeah, it's
No,
like,
he's not the kid.
or no, I'm thinking the Zoo movie. Never mind. Secondhand line. Who's it?
Secondhand lion.
Michael Caine's in it.
It's those two
Yeah.
old guys.
It's an old guy. Never mind.
Shooting
Never
off
mind.
shotguns?
Yeah. I'm thinking of the something Zoo movie. Never mind.
Joe Rogan's in it? Zookeeper?
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Is he in
What are you
there?
talking about?
Never mind.
Zookeeper?
Maybe he has like a zoo with his daughter or something like that. Never mind.
Sounds like Zookeeper.
I got that mixed
Anyway,
up.
Secondhand Lions, that's a good movie.
I remember talking
How
about
did I
it.
get
It
on
is.
that?
Because you're talking about ordering a wolf.
Ordering a wolf, yes, thank you.
You have to get a zoo
They
license.
order a lion, and they're just gonna shoot it for sport. Well, they're like, that's kind of messed up, and then they keep it as a pet, so that's probably what's gonna happen.
Can we order lions?
I will not.
I'm an FFL. Can I order a lion?
I will not get a big cat or a monkey. Putting that out there right now.
Right now.
Won't
Good,
do it.
Yeah, nice.
Damon running for senator is not ordering a monkey.
I will not order big cats
Soon.
or monkeys in this administration.
Well, that's a big issue.
It's not what I'm standing for, senator.
I bet Tiger King made things worse.
That did not help.
I heard there's going to be a Tiger King 2.
I don't know how
Season
that's possible.
2.
Hope not. Those people don't deserve any extra.
I feel bad for Joe
Like,
Exotic.
I don't. I don't at all. But granted, I do have a Joe Exotic 2020 shirt.
I do as well.
Oh, you do as well? Yeah. He doesn't. I don't.
He didn't win. For any of you listeners wondering, he did not win.
He did not win.
He's actually in prison.
Oh yeah. What was it? In the late days of January? He kept thinking Trump was going to give him a pardon, and he had a limo sitting out there waiting.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
But people still think Trump's going to win in 2024. So.
Well, people still think he's going to win now. There's some crazy theories out there. I see it all. It's not good. These people are crazy. They're delusional. I can see it. Some sort of. I don't know if it's 2024 with him, but I can see somebody he endorses possibly getting in there.
I doubt it.
I don't know if DeSantis goes in there.
I bet they'd have
a
decent amount of votes, but not enough.
I think they could grab it. I think they could. I think this time around.
All I want is just an actual politician.
I don't want a politician. I want a real person in there. And I think I think that's partially of what Trump was. When I was watching some of like the summit stuff.
He's also kind of nuts a little bit though.
He was.
So.
That's what I was gonna say. When I was watching some like the G7 conference when he went, he was pushing people out of the way to stand in front and adjust the suit and get ready for the picture. But Biden's in the back, kind of just getting in there. Either one of those, I don't really want to represent me, because one is just being an ass and one is looking extremely weak. And as a country, I don't want that as my leader. But I would rather have one of those than the other. That's all I gotta say. I would rather have somebody that's standing up, saying what people think, rather than whatever somebody else is telling them.
It's just a lose-lose.
Yeah,
it always is.
One's better than the other, but I would rather not have both. I'd rather not have either of them, one is better, and that's just the choices that we really have.
I was thinking about like 10 years ago when there were like people that were in politics and they were running for president. Now it's like, I ran a business. Let's do this.
It's interesting. So a lot of people get stuff, but yeah. I'll let you go, Josiah. I know you keep trying to make an exit, and we keep talking. So this is
Don't you
been a
blame
good
it on
time.
me?
No, I'm not blaming it on you.
Don't you blame it
I'm
on me?
not. I'm not.
Find a wolf.
Find a wolf.
Find it.
That's probably 20 minutes of this podcast.
That's all good. That's worth it. That's what it's about, brothers.
Don't you mess with me. Think I won't.
I didn't think about it. Well, how we ended this? We doing inspirational quotes again? Because I don't have anything ready at all. Not quote. Don't you look at something now. You got to be ready for these things.
No, I have to.
Now you're being fake.
I got some.
I'm not being fake.
Fake.
It's a quote.
Well, yeah, but you're looking it up as
I've got a quote.
Oh, I can't think of a quote.
I'm the only one? Okay.
Yeah, you're the only
Should
one.
I start this off?
Yeah.
Alright, do the right thing, not the easy thing.
You already said that, I think.
I don't. When did he say that?
One of the other podcasts.
I don't think so.
We've only done this one other time, and that's not what I said. So.
I'm sorry. Are we still friends? Or?
Yeah.
Are we still friends?
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
No.
Sorry, I lied.
No. You know a lot. You were
Sorry.
mistaken. There's a difference.
Unintentional lying
You're
doesn't
just
count.
stupid. What do you got, Damon?
I don't know. I don't have one. I wasn't prepared for it. I was hoping you were.
Idea.
Well, I was saying we don't have anything ready for that. That's what I was saying.
I didn't
We're
either,
doing
but
that.
then
I'm
I
not
did.
ready. I'm not ready. I forgot to do it. I'll take the heat on that.
Alright, well, this is
Alright,
weird
well,
for me.
Yeah, we'll make you look like the weirdo. Singling
Sorry,
out,
I was prepared.
Alright,
remembering things.
I got one.
Oh,
Alright.
Lord.
Life is meaningful in precise proportion to what you're willing to shoulder.
From oh yeah, I got nothing really. I'm just gonna say a random song lyric now.
Never had
From
any.
the wise words of
Post Malone. You
Jake
coming out?
Owen
Oh,
and
okay.
Kid Rock. The grass is always greener in someone else's joint.
That'll work.